There you go, 859-238-WHIR, phone number. A national anthem brought to you by Bob Allard Motor Mall. That is the phone number to call in, 238-WHIR, as we celebrate birthdays on this Monday, the 8th day of September, right here on The Joe Show. That's 090825 here on the show as we celebrate birthdays on this Monday, September the 8th. Here we go, birthdays look like this. Let's do it. Oh, I played Friday's song. Now we got everybody all confused. This is a song I usually play on Friday, but it's not a Friday, it's a Monday. We'll give you birthdays here coming up shortly. Six names on this morning's birthday list. We have Michelle Nouse, Michaela Selby, Travis Fox, Charles Cliff, Doug Tate, and Kathy Lester. Six names we have down. 859-238-9447, 238-WHIR to call in this morning. And we'd love to have you on here, getting your birthdays on here on this Monday, September the 8th, here on The Joe Show. Get them on here. Let's do it. It's a Monday. It's the 8th day of September, a day where a typical Monday morning show we have lined up for you. First guest comes on here this morning, 7:10. Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix joins the show after a tough loss there Friday night against Lexington Catholic. We'll have Coach Haddix here on the show this morning at 7:10. Danville's 3-0. And we've got Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker joining the show. They've got Lincoln County now coming up on Friday. And we'll talk about the Anderson County win, however, today. That'll be at 7:20 with Coach Stonebreaker. 7:40, County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. And this morning here in the show, it is Boyle County Week, which means we have Caitlin Farley, who's expected to call in this morning. That'll be at 7:40. 8 o'clock in the morning hour this morning. 8:10, Ruby Klein Eaton. Been a couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, I was sick. Last week was Labor Day. So Ruby joins us this morning for the first time in 3 weeks here on WHIR. We'll talk with her about all the upcoming races over the next couple of months or so. That'll be at 8:10. 9 o'clock in the morning hour this morning. 9:35, we've got Ben Garant on here, a Gathering Place Senior Activity Center and Adult Day Healthcare Center. That's the rundown of today's show. It's 859-238-9447. Sports comes your way next here on The Joe Show. The Bengals get an ugly win. UCLA's backup quarterback arrested. Denny Hamlin wins in Illinois. Those are the headlines on this Monday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Monday morning sports, starting off in the National Football League, where DJ Turner and the Bengals defense heard the narrative throughout the offseason. They were mainly the reason why Cincinnati missed the playoffs last year. On a day when Joe Burrow and the high-powered offense struggled against the Cleveland Browns, it was the Bengals defense that came up big and propelled them to their first Week 1 win since 2021. Turner and Jordan Battle came up with 2 huge interceptions in the second half as Cincinnati held on for a 17-16 win. The Bengals playing their first game under new defensive coordinator Al Golden got the huge plays on a day when the offense had only 7 yards in the second half, with 5 of their 6 possessions resulting in 3 and outs. The Browns outgained the Bengals 327-141 and had the ball for nearly 36 minutes, but it wasn't enough. Cincinnati also benefited from Cleveland's new kicker, Andre Smits, missing a pair of second-half kicks. Smith, who won the kicking competition from Dustin Hopkins in the preseason, was wide right in an extra point after Cedric Tillman's 5-yard touchdown catch midway through the third quarter that put Cleveland up 16-14. Smith was wide right again in a potential go-ahead 36-yard field goal with 2:25 left in the game. In college football, UCLA quarterback Pierce Clarkson has been suspended from the team after he was arrested on an unspecified felony charge. Clarkson was arrested by LA Police Department at 12 noon local time on Friday. UCLA said in a statement on September 7th it was aware of charges against Clarkson, and he, quote, has been indefinitely suspended from all team activity pending the outcome of this legal process. Situation will be evaluated by UCLA Office of Conduct and any action taken will be in accordance with that evaluation and university policy. A 21-year-old transfer from Louisville, Clarkson has been battling for the backup quarterback position for the Bruins alongside Luke Duncan, while Nico Iamaleava is the starter. Clarkson played in 3 games for the Cardinals, completing 4 passes on 6 attempts for 18 yards, along with 3 rushes for 14 yards during his time with Louisville. And in NASCAR news, Denny Hamlin started from the pole and claimed the second race in the NASCAR Cup Series round of 16 playoffs yesterday, beating teammate Chase Briscoe in the Enjoy Illinois 300. Hamlin and Briscoe, teammates of Joe Gibbs Racing, wound up second and third behind leader Brad Keselowski on the final restart with 24 laps left. Hamlin's number 11 Toyota, which led a race-high 75 laps, easily passed Keselowski's number 6 Ford on old tires and beat Briscoe by just over 1.6 seconds for Hamlin's series best 5th win and 59th of his career. Those are the headlines on this Monday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Graceland Air, a local HVAC company, offers a wide range of services and provides each customer with an effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. They're committed to excellence in every aspect, exceptional quality of service, high standard of integrity. You are the basis of their business, and they service all brands. Go online to graceland-ky.com for more information.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
It's September, and this Friday, Harrodsburg will celebrate a great occasion. David Hopewell, State Farm Insurance Agent, will be celebrating his 40th year as an agent in Harrodsburg. David has always been like a good neighbor and willing to help and serve his community. Come and help celebrate this great occasion. WHBN will be broadcasting live this Friday from 11 to 2 to celebrate with great burgers, hot dogs, Pepsi products, and also don't forget to register for great giveaways. David Hopewell, State Farm Insurance, located on South College Street. The Community Trust Bank in Harrodsburg. And like a good neighbor, Jake from State Farm may be there.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Jofus, it's brought to you by our friends at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision, auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Dabs. Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahague. Get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunny and 77 today, sunny and 82 tomorrow, sunny and 84 on Wednesday. Right now, 6:22 in the morning, 52 degrees, Monday, the 8th day of the month of September, and we're so glad you're on the show this morning. 859-238 WHIR 238-9447, and I'd love to have you right here on the radio on the Joe Show. Celebrity birthdays. Those famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day, and here we go. Happy 54th birthday today to Martin Freeman. Been in the movies Love Actually, The Hobbit, and the TV shows Startup, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Sherlock Holmes. Martin Freeman, 54 years old today.
Sergeant Donovan has just been explaining everything. 2 pills. Well, dreadful business, isn't it? Dreadful. Good shot. Yes. Yes, must have been. Through that window.
Whatever they said, that was from Sherlock. 54 years old today, Martin Freeman. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the actor, 44 years old today. Home Improvement, voice of young Simba in The Lion King. And from Last Man Standing, he bailed on Hollywood in 1998 to focus on academics. In 2000, graduated from Chaminade College Prep School in West Hills, California. Upon graduation, he enrolled at Harvard, where he studied philosophy and history and spent his 3rd year abroad at St. Andrews in Scotland. In 2010, he graduated from the Columbia University School of General Studies, JTT. Child actor back when I was a kid. 44 years old today for Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Other birthdays include reality TV star Chumlee from Pawn Stars. He was born in Austin. Lee Russell was given the nickname Chumlee when he was about 12 years old. Because his large stature resembled an animated walrus named Chumlee from the series Tennessee Tuxedo. Chumlee, 43 years old today. And civil rights leader Ruby Bridges is 71. She volunteered and became the first African-American child to attend an all-white school in 1960 in the, at that point, heavily segregated city of New Orleans. Her struggle, the subject of the 1998 TV movie Ruby Bridges. Celebrity birthdays on this Monday, September the 8th. There you go, folks.
in country music.
There you go, Mr. Voice. It was on this day, country music history. Looking back at the year 1932, 1927. We'll get to 32 in a second, but starting off in 1927, where Harlan Howard was born. Detroit, Michigan singer-songwriter and a career spanning 6 decades, Howard wrote songs recorded by a variety of different artists, including Fall to Pieces, co-written with Hank Cochran, recorded by Patsy Cline. Speaking of Patsy Cline, on this date, 1932, the great Patsy Cline was born in Winchester, Virginia, and it was on this date, country music history in 2017, a sad day. Troy Gentry, one half of the duo Montgomery Gentry, killed in a helicopter crash in Medford, New Jersey. And that's what's gone on this date, September 8th. Country music history. Starting off on this date in country music back in 1927, where Harlan Howard was born.
I fall to pieces.
Fall to Pieces by Harlan Howard. 6 decades of songwriting for Harlan. This one, of course, his most famous one, recorded by Patsy Cline. Howard was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame at the age of 70 in 1997. He died on March the 3rd of 2002. Harlan Howard, on this date, 1927, was born. He would have been 98 years old if he was still with us today.
You want me to act like we've never kissed. You want me to forget, pretend we've never met. And I've tried, but I haven't yet. You walk by.
He was on this day, country music history, 1932, where the great Patsy Cline was born on this date. Back-to-back Patsy songs. Country music singer. Her hits began in 1957 with this one written by Don Heck and Alan Block, a song called Walkin' After Midnight.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight.
Mention her Harlan Howard connection with I Fall to Pieces. Also Hank Cochran's song, She's Got You. The Willie Nelson written song, Crazy. And in 1963 with Don Gibson's song, Sweet Dreams. She died at the age of 30 in March of 1963 at the height of her career in a private plane crash. One of the most influential, successful, and acclaimed female vocalists of the 20th century. 10 years after her death in 1973, she became the first female solo artist inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. If she was still with us, she would have been 93 years old today.
I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me.
And it was on this day, country music history 2017. I still remember this date. It was a Friday night. I was in Pulaski County. We had just pulled into a gas station down from Pulaski County High School, doing a high school football game that night. Danville was playing Pulaski County when I got the news that Troy Gentry had died in a helicopter crash.
Where I come from, there's an old plowboy out turning up dirt where I
One half of the duo Montgomery Gentry, and happened on this day, 2017, Medford, New Jersey, where the duo was scheduled to perform that evening. The helicopter pilot died at the scene. Gentry died being rushed to the hospital. On this day, 2017, a very sad day in country music. Same day as well, same day and year that Don Williams, the country music singer, died as well. Country music lost 2 legends on this date. In 2017, Don Williams and Troy Gentry.
and I guarantee that it never will. That old man right there in the rocking chair at the courthouse square, I'll tell you now, he could buy your fancy car with $100 bills. Don't let those faded over.
There you go, Troy Gentry. The sad news on this date, 2017. Patsy Cline and Harlan Howard born on this date. September 8th in country music as well. 30 seconds away from K&N News. Bottom hour right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Where I come from, that little white church is gonna have a crowd. Yeah, I'm pretty damn proud. Where I come from.
Farmers National Bank invites you to flash your school spirit by offering you debit cards created especially for your school, including Boyle County High School, Bergen Independent School, Casey County High School, Center College, Danville High School, Danville Christian Academy, Garrett County High School, Kentucky School for the Deaf, Lincoln County High School, and Mercer County High School. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Certain restrictions may apply. See your Farmers National Bank representative for complete details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It was 1 year ago Sunday that Laurel County was on edge from a gunman that opened fire on 9 vehicles, injuring 5. Joseph Couch, near exit 49 on I-75, was the suspect responsible for a near 2-week manhunt that canceled classes, emptied communities, and put everyone near on edge. London police said Couch appeared to be firing at random from a steep slope. An affidavit claimed he purchased an AR-15 rifle and 1,000 rounds of ammo from Center Target Firearms. The search ended on September 18th, where local resident Fred McCoy spotted numerous vultures in a wooded area where Couch's body was eventually found. The McCoy family was later rewarded with $25,000 for locating him. After months of chaos and high-tempered meetings, London's mayor is officially out.
Oh, they've been looking for any reason to impeach me.
That's the outgoing mayor of London, Kentucky, Randall Weddle, after an 8-hour impeachment hearing ended with the city council voting to remove him. Weddle faced 11 allegations of misconduct tied to housing, police, and finances. Council members unanimously convicted him on 3 counts, then installed Tracy Handley as acting mayor, the first woman to ever hold the office. Weddle told WKYT he plans to appeal. I'm Travis Laird.
One person is arrested after a gun was found at the Best of the Bluegrass Festival in Georgetown Saturday night. Local police were flagged down to 2 people who were quickly caught. One of the 2 captured had a gun inside his pocket with ammo. 18-year-old Nathan Diaz was arrested for unlawful transactions with a minor, carrying a concealed weapon, and various drug charges. The second was under 18 and released to their parents. No shots were fired at the festival, but it remains unclear if the gun was loaded at any time. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Pfister Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncy, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. 2 people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested 2 people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather is expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis. We hope you join Apex promos for the Titletown Turkey Trot presented by Danville Office Equipment. Join us Thanksgiving morning at 8 o'clock for the biggest and most festive race Danville's ever seen. It's brought to you by Danville Office Equipment, the area's leader in office supplies. From technology needs to office furniture, school supplies, janitorial and sanitation, food service and industrial, ink and toner, DOE has what you need, and they can deliver as well. They service Boyle and surrounding counties. Join DOE and Apex promos on Thanksgiving for the Titletown Turkey Trot, 8 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Football Field.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Save now on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 RST four-wheel drive, V8 and loaded. Now Bob Allen priced at $44,998. Stock $25,071. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. We are Danville's Deal Maker.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators have got you covered at the Little Sign Shop. They have full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them 859-238-7391. Sunshine, 77 the high, 47 is the low for tonight. 82 and 54 tomorrow. 84. 57 on Wednesday, 87 on Thursday. It's 6:38 in the morning, 53 degrees, Monday, the 8th day of the month of September. 859-238-WHIR is your phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. Larry Vought's got Vought's Views for you today. What's up, Larry?
Vought's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
If you are a Kentucky football fan, let me encourage you to listen to the University of Kentucky Radio Network pregame show, or at least the portion featuring Christy Thomas with former UK football players Logan Stenberg and Ricky Lumpkin. Thomas has hosted the show for years, and this is the second year Stenberg, the former UK and NFL offensive lineman, has worked with her. The newcomer this season is former UK and NFL defensive lineman Ricky Lumpkin, one of my all-time favorite Kentucky players. Lumpkin is a former Tennessee Mr. Football who played at UK from 2007 to 2010. He played in 44 games with 29 starts. He was on the team when UK beat eventual national champion LSU in 2007. The defensive lineman had 84 tackles, including 15 tackles for loss, and helped to anchor the defensive front on teams that went to 4 straight bowl games.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
At Channel, we always show up for our farmers. Is that tar spot or rust?
Incoming!
Definitely rust.
Rick, how did you? Dropping in to check on your crop, Bill. Let's call your agronomist before that rust can hurt your yield.
That sounds great, but when did you learn to skydive?
Self-taught, Bill. Kind of a prodigy.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed Pros always show up. Visit channel.com to learn more. Channel, all in, all season. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Ricky Lumpkin had a brief NFL career with 5 different teams and ended up back in Kentucky in 2018 as an academic counselor, a job he still has today, and one of the first players assigned to him was Logan Stenberg. Lumpkin worked as an intern at WKYT-TV his senior year at UK, and he puts that experience to good use, analyzing and entertaining on the football pregame show.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
All right, Larry Von Vought's Views Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show at this time. And so glad you're on here with us. 6:40 in the morning. President Donald Trump recently hosted an event in the paved-over Rose Garden, which he is now calling the Rose Garden Club. Well, check out the ad for Trump flowers.
Hi, folks. It's your favorite president who does nothing but totally normal things, Donald Trump. If you've noticed, I've dug up the Rose Garden and installed a concrete slab and turned it into the Rose Garden Club. But what did I do with all of the roses? I'm selling them. It's 1-800-TRUMP-FLOWERS. Yes, now you can get beautiful roses for any occasion from 1-800-TRUMP-FLOWERS. Send Trump flowers for a funeral, send Trump flowers for a birthday, whatever.
What if I want to send flowers to my mistress?
You'd better believe I have flowers for that. I may or may not have sent a few mistress bouquets in my time. Don't tell Melania.
Okay, I won't.
Just kidding. She already knows everything, and she doesn't mind. It's 1-800-TRUMP-FLOWERS. Buy flowers from the Rose Garden today. Call now.
There you go. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go to the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer for ya. Here we go. Story number one coming from Pennsylvania, where an anonymous donor gave $1 million to the Paoli Hospital in Pennsylvania to help nurses pay down student loans, following a similar donation to another local hospital. Nurses described the unexpected support as a life-changing blessing that will ease financial burdens on families. Administrators praised the gift as an extraordinary act of generosity, calling it the ultimate pay it forward. Story number two coming from this baseball game on Friday. I saw all the online interactions to this. The video as well. Did you see this? During Friday's game between the Phillies and Marlins, Harrison Bader, a Phillies player, hit a home run that a father picked up and gave to his son. But an irate woman demanded the ball was hers. She felt like because the ball was hit closer to her, that this guy shouldn't have came over a couple of seats and grabbed it. That it was her ball. So the dad's sitting there with the son. He gives the son his ball that he just got, home run ball, hugs him. Hey, happy birthday. It was the son's birthday, I think, or birthday week or something. And the woman comes over and gets in the dad's face. And the dad, is shook up. Like suddenly there's a woman screaming at him. So he just hands the ball over rather than fight about it. But the incident quickly went viral online, and Marlins staff later found the family in the stands and gave that boy a swag bag to cheer him up. After the Phillies won the game, the family was invited to meet Bader, who signed a bat for the boy and posed for photos, turning this night into a memorable experience for that boy. And story number three coming from, I didn't say where, but last week, Brian Hooper Sr. was released from prison after 27 years when a judge vacated his murder charge, citing false testimony and a confession from the actual killer. His case was supported by the county attorney's office and the Great North Innocence Project, which argued the trial was tainted by unreliable witnesses. Hooper reunited with his adult children, and his family hopes his story will help others who've been wrongfully imprisoned, and hopefully he gets financially compensated for that. He should get 27 years of an average annual salary for being locked up for 27 years for something he didn't do. Hopefully that also comes his way too. Wrongfully convicted man who served 27 years is free after the actual killer's confession. A young Phillies fan gifted a signed bat swag after a woman takes a home run ball from him. An anonymous donor pays off student loans for nurses at a Pennsylvania hospital. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Sylvanus at Sunrise. Coming your way next.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Save now on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 RST four-wheel drive, V8 and loaded. Now Bob Allen priced at $44,998. Stock $25,071. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. We are Danville's deal maker.
An energy company is suing the Trump administration over a wind farm off the coast of Rhode Island. Danish firm Ørsted filed a complaint last week against the administration, claiming its move to halt the construction of the wind farm was unlawful. The multi-billion-dollar project started roughly 2 years ago. In the complaint, the company alleges the stop work order was issued in bad faith and wants the court to bar the administration from enforcing it. The Trump administration's dropping the Biden-era plan that calls for airlines to compensate passengers for flight delays. Michael Kastner reports.
Last December, the Department of Transportation sought public comment on a plan to require airlines to pay passengers up to $300 cash for 3-hour delays and up to $700 for longer delays. On Thursday, the DOT said it was dropping the plan consistent with department and administration priorities. The department said it was also considering withdrawing a Biden-era rule that requires airlines to disclose service fees to its customers alongside airfare.
Mortgage rates dropped to their lowest level in more than a year last week. The average on a 30-year fixed mortgage fell to 6.29% following the release of a weaker than expected August jobs report. In Florida, older condos have become hot properties. July real estate data showing condos 30 years and older are selling faster than new condos just due to affordability.
Because of supply chain problems, it really caused the cost of new construction to soar. It's gone up so high that people are now looking for older condominiums. And you know what? A lot of people like the looks of older condominiums anyway.
That's condo law expert Eric Glazer. OpenAI is developing a hiring platform connecting businesses with employees that's expected to rival LinkedIn. Matt Mattinson with the details.
The product is called the OpenAI Jobs Platform. The company expects to launch the service by mid-2026. An OpenAI blog post says it will use AI to help find the perfect matches between what companies need and what workers can offer.
I'm Monica Nelson with your consumer and business news.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com. Auto repair bills are through the roof. $3,000 to replace the transmission, $4,000 for a blown engine. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all out of pocket. You need an Endurance Auto Protection Plan. No matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, AC, drivetrain, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done at the certified mechanic of your choice, and they're paid directly with no middleman. Plans cover 24/7 roadside assistance, towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, lockout services, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Act now and get our elite benefits, including complete tire care and key fob replacement. A $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you could never pay for covered auto repairs again, so call now for your free quote. Call 800-380-9012. 800-380-9012. Again, that's 800-380-9012.
This is Boyle County EMS Director Mike Rogers. Boyle County is one of 6 counties in the state that offers a crisis response unit. What does that mean? When 911 receives a call from someone going through a mental health crisis, Boyle County EMS responds appropriately in a discreet manner with a social worker and a paramedic, keeping the individual's dignity intact. If you or someone you know suffers from a mental health issue, Boyle County EMS is ready to help. Call 911 or Boyle County EMS at 859-238-1134. Boyle County EMS, when life feels overwhelming, we bring calm, care, and a path forward.
Local high school football and Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Gunnar Floyd, voice of the Danville Admirals. Listen to every Danville Admiral football game on WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
All right, Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends hanging out over at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts, up to 50% every day. The Big Deals online store is at hometownlive.net. Sunny, a high of 77, low tonight 47. Sunshine and 82. Tomorrow, Wednesday, sunny and 84. Thursday, sunny and 87. Right now, 6:50 in the morning's the time. It is 52 degrees. Monday, the 8th day of the month of September. 859-238-WHIR. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. Now, a lot of you all, I guess it really depends on how deep into the show every morning you listen, but a lot of you all may know that I'm a big fan of the Beatles. And so today's dad joke of the day is actually a dad Beatles joke. The Beatles dad joke of the day. Here it is.
Dad joke of the day.
All right, dad joke of the day. I told one of my friends that I played While My Guitar Gently Weeps for my daughter on Sunday morning. I told one of my friends I played the song While My Guitar Gently Weeps for my daughter on Sunday morning. My friend said, "You mean yesterday?" And I said, "No, that's a different song." Yeah, no, two different songs. Dad joke of the day, Mondays through Fridays. Right here at the Joe Show. WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. All right, here we go. For weather, look no further than WeatherBug. If you're searching for a great weather app, I got it for you, Rick Neeson. This is free. WeatherBug. Local radar, live maps, and alerts. It's really good. 20 weather maps, including Doppler radar, future radar, air quality, lightning, precipitation, local temperature, wind chill, road forecasts, heat index, pollen count, everything. WeatherBug. And you can see the advantages with WeatherBug. You get dangerous thunderstorm alerts or other weather alerts. Lightning strike maps. I love to look at these. You see all the little red lightning bolts there. Animated weather maps. Tracking for everything from hurricanes to whatever. WeatherBug. Air quality. Pollen count. All in WeatherBug. And it's free. Millions of users. Download it and see what you think. We love it. WeatherBug. It's Rick Dees in this molten magma every day with WeatherBug in the planet of the apps.
Yes, we do, Ricky D's, the planet of the apps, Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show. At this time, there's no late-night jokes for you because the late-night shows were off yesterday. And so, of course, Sunday night they're off. And so that takes us to taking a look at UK sports with Tom Leach after Kentucky's loss to Ole Miss on Saturday.
A frustrating day of missed opportunities for the Wildcats. We'll talk about it coming up on a look at UK sports.
What's big, bold, and bursting with Kentucky flavor? It's the Trigg County Country Ham Festival happening October 10th and 11th in Cadiz, Kentucky. Voted best festival in Western Kentucky, it's 2 days of hometown charm, mouthwatering ham, and family-friendly fun. Get the scoop at TriggHamFest.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates and sneak peeks. Come for the ham, stay for the memories.
We got off to a great start, gave ourselves an opportunity, and did many good things. But, certainly we all will look at a lot of the negatives and a lot of things that we need to get fixed and get cleaned up. And, quite frankly, some of them are inexcusable.
And what Mark Stoops is talking about there are the operational issues that led to a lot of confusion for the Kentucky offense in particular, and a missed opportunity to try and kick a field goal near the end of the first half.
Yeah, it's really inexcusable, to be totally honest with you. There's things where we are trying to get the best personnel we can with certain plays and certain things. And, we've got to be better. I think we're trying to do too much with matching personnel and changing some people out. We talked about that at halftime, cleaned that up, and we had a discussion with the offensive staff and got that rectified.
Zach Calzada was injured late in the game, and it sounds like Cutter Boley may get his chance to lead the Cats this week.
Certainly, let's just look at it the way it is. I mean, he's banged up. I don't know to what extent. I would think he would more than likely miss, Monday or Tuesday, I would think. I want to see Cutter. Yeah, I want to see him.
Big plays have been a big problem for Kentucky on both sides of the ball. They've managed only 5 for 20-plus yards through 2 games, and they've given up 12. Put that one at the top of the do-better list for this week. That's a look at UK Sports.
There you go. Look at UK Sports Mondays and Fridays, I think. Mondays and Fridays here on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports at 6:55 in the morning. And we are coming back and seeing what movie rolled the box office over the weekend with a little Movie Monday action for you right here on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville. Here you go, while my guitar gently weeps. We just talked about that in the Dad Joke of the Day segment. It's 6:55. We're back after this.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
It's 6:56 in the morning, Monday, the 8th day of the month of September. So glad you're on the show this morning. 859-238-WHIR. It's a Movie Monday here on the show. Let's see what's going on. The Conjuring Last Rites. No thank you from me. I have mentioned multiple times, I'm not a scary movie guy. I don't want to subject myself to that, but if you are, congratulations for making The Conjuring Last Rites number 1 at the box office this weekend. The 9th film in the Conjuring universe scared its way to the top of the box office this weekend, making $83 million in its debut. That seems like a ton for a horror film. According to Variety, the box office take is a record for the franchise. Okay, there you go. Surpassing the 2019 Conjuring spinoff The Nun, which opened at $53.8 million. Coming in number 2 this weekend was the theatrical release of the Tony Award-winning musical Hamilton. Hitting the big screen, brought in $10 million. The film, which was made available to view on Disney Plus since 2020, is a recording of Lin-Manuel Miranda's hit Broadway musical featuring its original cast. Following 3 non-consecutive weeks at number 1, the horror film Weapons dropped down to number 3 with $5.37 million box office take, followed by Freakier Friday at number 4 with $3.8 million, and Caught Stealing, number 5, $3.2 million. The only other new movie to land in the top 10 was the animated Christian film called Light of the World at number 9 at $2.4 million. Top 5 films, here we go. Number 5, Caught Stealing, $3.2 million. Freakier Friday, $3.8 million. Weapons, $5.3 million. Hamilton at $10 million, but again, nobody comes close to The Conjuring Last Rites, $83 million in the box office, taking the number 1 spot in the box office this weekend. 859-238-WHIR, phone number to call in, 238-9447. Remember, beginning last week, we began here on the show announcing and giving away chicken dinners to local businesses that want a chance to win a 2-piece chicken dinner box from Lee's Famous Recipe. We bring in 20 chicken boxes to the winner. It's 2 pieces of chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy, a biscuit and coleslaw as well. The winner last week was Burke's Bakery. If you want to be a winner over the next couple of weeks, we do it through September and October. Email us why you and your business and up to 19 of your coworkers, because you get 20 of them total, so you plus 19, want free lunch at the office, brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe and the Hometown Radio Network. And we announce the winners on Tuesdays. We deliver the chicken on Wednesdays. Burke's Bakery, the winner last week. And we'll see who the winner is this week. We'll announce the winner tomorrow right here on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. 859-238-WHIR is the phone number to call in this morning. 238-9447. 7 o'clock in the morning. Coming your way, we're talking with Boyle County head coach Justin Hannix, Danville head coach Steve Stonebreaker, right around the corner on the Joe Show. It's coming up next.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump is pushing back against claims he's going to war with the city of Chicago. Rory O'Neill reports.
President Trump says any idea that his administration is planning a war with Chicago is, quote, fake news. But in a Truth Social post that referenced Apocalypse Now, the president wrote Saturday, quote, Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, unquote. Protests were held over the weekend against the president's repeated threats to deploy National Guard troops and ICE officers to Chicago to combat crime. I'm Rory O'Neill.
South Korea's foreign minister will be in the U.S. today to help bring home some 300 Korean workers arrested last week working illegally at a Georgia Hyundai plant. The plan so far is to fly the workers, mostly employed by subcontractors, home on chartered flights. House lawmakers say they have enough votes to force the release of Justice Department files on Jeffrey Epstein. Republican Thomas Massey and Democrat Ro Khanna told ABC's This Week they're confident their petition will bring the measure to a vote, despite potential Senate hurdles or Justice Department redactions. Khanna praised Republicans who signed on.
I admire Congressman Massey's courage. I admire Nancy Mace's courage, Marjorie Taylor Greene's courage, Lauren Boebert's courage. They are standing with survivors. We have the votes. Let's get a vote.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is expressing the need for more pressure from America and European allies against Russia. More from Mark Mayfield.
During an appearance on ABC's This Week, Zelensky said it starts with Russian energy.
This is only one way how to stop the killer. You need to take off his weapon. Energy is his weapon.
Russia invaded Ukraine 3 years ago. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions for free. Call now and find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-340-5510. I'm here with spokesman John Wolf. So, John, tell everyone listening who should call right now.
Well, Maria, first off, thank you for having me here. It's always nice to answer the listeners' questions. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now. 800-340-5510. You'll find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, John. You heard it, folks. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now. 800-340-5510.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
The Justice Department has asked a federal judge overseeing the Jeffrey Epstein case to deny a request from NBC News to unseal the names of 2 associates who received large payments from Epstein in 2018. More from Jim Forbes.
Court documents show the Justice Department cited privacy concerns as the reason for not making their names public. One of them received a $100,000 payment from Epstein, and the second person got a $250,000 payment in 2018 from the late sex trafficker. The payments were made after the Miami Herald published a series of investigative stories where victims criticized the plea deal he received in Florida back in 2008. As part of the plea agreement, federal prosecutors in Florida agreed not to prosecute the 2 former Epstein associates.
The sister of Minnesota Timberwolves player and New Jersey native Naz Reid is shot to death in Ocean County in New Jersey, with her boyfriend facing murder charges. Sarah Lee Kessler with more.
Police say Tariah Reed was gunned down outside a Jackson Township apartment complex in broad daylight on Saturday morning. The 28-year-old was lying in the road in front of Paragon Apartments. She'd been shot multiple times. Police saw the guy she was dating, 29-year-old Shaquille Green, fleeing the scene and arrested him. He's been hit with murder and weapons charges. Naz Reed, the victim's younger brother, grew up in Asbury Park playing basketball and has been with the Timberwolves for 6 seasons.
Today is National Star Trek Day. More from Bree Tennis.
Today is a day to flash the Vulcan sign. That is, if you can. There's a large number of people who can't, because it requires specific manual dexterity to separate hand muscles to form a V pattern. Even some actors on the show couldn't do it. Actor Zachary Quinto used super glue to hold his fingers in position.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
My name is Casey Riggs. I'm from Rough River, Kentucky. I've sung all my life, started out in church, of course. From there, I sung any opportunity I could. I come to Studio G to develop my voice and, most importantly, confidence. I'm now part of a group called the Purple Vibes. We sing in local festivals, shows here at Studio G, and without Studio G, I wouldn't have that opportunity.
Studio G is the performing arts place. To learn more, call 859-734-4394. Studio G, the G stands for growth.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, September the 20th, 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. Cars, great food, door prizes, and a live DJ. Fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it. Saturday, September 20th, 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road, where cars and community come together.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Bull County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Bull County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncy, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Bull County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. 2 people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested 2 people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather is expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you by calling Marker Chris for a free quote. 859-236-6686. Sunshine, 77 and 47 on this Monday. You get 82 is the high tomorrow, 84 on Wednesday. It's 7:10 in the morning, 51 degrees. We're talking Boyle County Rebel football with head coach Justin Haddix.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we welcome onto the show Boyle County Rebel head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning and joining us talking Rebel football. You all had a tough game on Friday night against a Lexington Catholic team who we talked about last week, Coach, and you talked specifically about how good that defense was. And I think you said specifically that the Ballard game, first game of the year, there was not a single offensive touchdown scored in that game. And Lexington Catholic was able to hold you all to 3 points, Coach. Tell us what it was they did so well defensively against your Rebel offense on Friday night.
No, we got one touchdown, so we got.
Oh, I'm sorry, 17-7. Yeah, you're right, 17-7.
But it
yeah.
was not pretty. It was one of the probably one of the worst ones that I've offensive days I've been around in a long, long time. Didn't execute. A lot of that credit goes to Lexington Catholic, but as coaches, we didn't have them prepared. You know, I'm obviously the number one, the head one, so I'll completely take that. But we did not play very well on offense. I feel our defense played well enough to win, only really gave up one touchdown. Offensively, we gave them a scoop and score and a short field for a field goal on the first drive. So just couldn't get anything going and didn't execute. And, when you don't do that, when you play good people, you're going to get beat. I thought we talked about their special teams, how good their special teams was, and we were driving it. Had to drive it 80 or 90 yards every time that we were doing that. And you're in high school football and they're punting it, and you're starting from the 2 and 3 yard line inside the 5, and then they're kicking it off. And you got to drive 80 yards every time. That's a weapon, and they did it. Hats off to them. They did an outstanding job. They were excited for the game and playing, and they got after us.
Coach, you were named head coach. Boyle County 2020 was your first year as Rebel head coach. That was when I took over here on HIR as well, so our timelines are kind of the same. We've talked every morning during football season for the last 5 years. This is only the 5th time that we've talked after a loss. You're 66-5 in your career at Boyle County, so this does not happen very often. Tell us what you told your team after the game, and what can you learn after a loss? I'm sure you'd much rather learn stuff after a win than a loss, but can losses teach you a lot as well?
Well, a few things that happen when you try to, I don't know, maybe for me as a coach, I can watch the film and I can see, and when we point things out, and after a win and you didn't play good and you point these bad things out, that resonates with me. Sometimes with the kid, well, hey, we won the game. And you could see some of these things that bothered us last Friday happened against LCA on the Saturday. So, those things, in a win, we won. It's like, okay, well, let's get it fixed, and then it just goes. So hopefully, those are all things that what I take full responsibility. It's my job as a coach to get them out there and play them better. And, we're going to work on it. And these are some things you got to own it. When you don't play good, if it doesn't look good on film, the eye in the sky don't lie. You got to own it, and we got to get better during the week. And it starts with me and starts with our coaches. We've got to do a better job of getting our guys prepared and some mistakes that we're making. We've got to do that. The big thing is the turnovers. I think we've turned the ball over more this year in 3 games than we probably have in the previous 5 or close to it. If you look at turnovers on downs and fumbles and interceptions. So those are things. You can't beat any good teams if you turn the ball over and giving people short fields. So we've got to really, I think this is the first defensive touchdown we've given up since 23 maybe.
Wow.
And I think it was in the semifinals there we gave up a defensive touchdown right before the half. So you cannot give the other team easy points and make it easy on them. Can't beat good teams don't beat themselves. And right now we've been beating ourselves a lot, and we've got to definitely cut that out, and the schedule doesn't get any easier.
Yeah.
We've got one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky coming to our place Friday night.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't get any easier for you all. You have, such a tough time scheduling games because you all are so powerful every single year that there's no off weeks for you all, and you've got Highlands coming in here now on Friday, a team that's 3-0. Coach, what do you work on in practice on this Monday?
We had a good day yesterday. We cleaned up a lot of them. We got to put Lacey Catholic behind us. Obviously, we're working every day on the fundamentals, and that's got to be a big thing, checking our fundamentals, doing what we do, and then we've got to move on to Highlands. We're going to have a split day, working, seeing what their best offense is and how we're going to align, and then our offense working against their defense on what they do and executing and putting anything new, what we're going to put in. But we've got to have a great week of practice, great week of preparation, and be ready to play on Friday.
If anybody wants to see the future of Rebel football as well, Coach, that was on display yesterday afternoon. There are so many kids that play flag football. There are 6 teams now in the Boyle County Flag Football League. Each team has 7, 8, 9, some 10, maybe kids in their teams. So you're looking anywhere between 55 and 60 kids out there on Sunday afternoons playing. And yesterday was opening day for that, and that was a lot of fun to be at.
It was, and I said we've kind of changed our times whenever we're working out with our players. So our guys we do a little film of the week before, and then we go out on the field and do a good stretch and a good run. And so our players, current high school players, are down on the field while our young ones are doing flag football. It's pretty neat to get to see them. And then we do a walkthrough, then we go up and get started on the next week. So it was good to see all those footballs alive and well in Boyle County, and it's going to continue to be that way.
There you go, Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
There you go, Rebel head coach Justin Haddix, Mondays through Fridays at 7:10 right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. 7:17 in the morning is the time, and we're talking Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker. The Admirals are 3-0 coming up next.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports, and this is a sports update with the Big Daddy, Steve Bochum. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, September the 20th, 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. Cars, great food, door prizes, and a live DJ. Fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it. Saturday, September 20th, 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road, where cars and community come together.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky came up short in its SEC season opener, falling to number 17 Ole Miss 30-23. UK led 10-0 early, but the Ole Miss defense came up with 3 sacks. The Cats defense had a couple of picks. Kentucky's offense was balanced with 170 yards on the ground and 187 through the air. UK is back in action Saturday when they host Eastern Michigan at 7:30 on Z105. In other college action this past weekend, Center College opened up with a 23-15 win over Hanover Saturday night. Jack Goman threw for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. Colonels host DePaul Saturday night at 7 at Joe McDaniel Field. Louisville down James Madison 28-14. Eastern Kentucky topped Houston Christian 20-10, and Toledo spanked Western Kentucky 45-21. The NFL saw lots of close games in its first full Sunday of action. The Bengals won at Cleveland 17-16. The Steelers kicked a 60-yard field goal late to beat the Jets 34-32. Last night, the Bills got a walk-off 32-yard field goal to edge the Ravens 41-40. It was the Colts 33, Dolphins 8, Packers 27, Lions 13, Broncos 20, Titans 12, Raiders 20, Patriots 13, Bucks 23, Falcons 20, Rams 14, Texans 9, 49ers 17, Seahawks 13. Commanders 21, Giants 6, Jaguars 26, Panthers 10, and the Cardinals 20, Saints 13. Friday night, the Chargers down the Chiefs 27-21 in Brazil. Monday Night Football has the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. In high school football Friday, Danville improved to 3-0 by routing Anderson County 41-13. Lexington Catholic surprised Boyle County 17-7. Atherton beat Mercer County 28-7. And Garrett County, hosting Middlesboro, was canceled because of the weather. Join Joe Mathis and Rick Schobel tonight for the DQ High School Pigskin Report from 6 to 7 from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen as they talk football with the area coaches on WHBN, WHIR, and streaming live at hometownlive.net. Hometown Radio brings you Mercer County Girls High School Soccer tonight as Mercer County entertains Shelby County at 7:30 on WHBN FM 99.5. In the NASCAR Cup Playoff Sunday, Denny Hamlin won the Enjoy Illinois 300 in St. Louis for his 5th win of the year. Chase Briscoe was second, and Chase Elliott finished third. Both Hamlin and Briscoe, members of Joe Gibbs Racing, are qualified for the round of 12. The final race in the round of 16 comes up under the lights Saturday night at Bristol on WHIR. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Serving Boyle County seniors.
At A Gathering Place, we promote independence for senior citizens and adults with special needs through social, recreational, nutritional, and wellness programs that enhance quality of life. The activities that we offer are designed to keep seniors active and involved, offer socialization, promote friendship, encourage mental fitness, and positively impact overall health and wellness. To find out more, visit us at agatheringplace.org or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
What does lime do to a farmer's field? Lime provides calcium and magnesium essential elements. Calcium helps plants build cell walls, aids in early root growth, improves plant vigor, and encourages seed production. Mercer Stone specializes in the production and distribution of high-quality lime. And right now, their fall special for high-quality lime is just $7 a ton. That's right, $7 a ton. They're also a supplier of crushed stone. Call them or visit them on Bergen Road in Harrodsburg. At Mercer Stone, we will rock you.
Discover the power of radio. If you want your business to generate more store traffic, then you need to advertise. As a business owner, you already know that continuous store traffic is the first step towards sales increases and expanding your base of shoppers. Get the exposure you need with radio. Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Hey, thank you, Rayleigh Joe. And I'd say the forecasts are all good for a Danville 3-0 start. We'll talk with Coach Stonebreaker here in just a second. Sunshine, a high today 77, low tonight 47, tomorrow 82, Wednesday 84, Thursday 87, Danville and Lincoln County Friday, sunshine and 87, 57 a low. Right now it's 52 degrees, and I forgot to give you the weather sponsor, which is the most important part of that entire thing. It's brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop, top of the line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop at 315 Delahaye. We're talking Admiral football, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome onto the show Danville Admiral, undefeated head football coach Steve Stonebreaker. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm well, Joe. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. 3-0. The Admirals are 3-0, Coach. How's that sound to your ears?
Well, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And, I'm just, as a coach, you got limited time to enjoy the wins. Probably one of the worst things about coaching. You got limited times to enjoy the wins, and then you start looking at next week, so my attention's already turned. So.
Yeah, Coach, Friday night was offensively and defensively, actually, both sides of the ball. But let's start off offensively. You all put up, am I seeing this right, about 500 total yards of offense. And we'll start off with the quarterback, Dylan Kruger, who went 16 of 20 for 235 and a pair of touchdowns, Coach. What more could you ask for from a freshman quarterback than that?
Well, it was by far his best performance of the young season and his young career. And, he's only going to get better and better, and he's going to be such a good quarterback by the time it's done. And I said it in the preseason, Joe, this is my 25th year as a head football coach, and I've never – in previous years, started a freshman quarterback, and only twice started a sophomore quarterback on game one. So, he's going to be in the system for a long time, and like I said, going to be a terrific player. But from a mental standpoint, he did such a good job Friday night. He didn't miss a single read and delivered the ball very well.
Speaking of freshmen, Coach, this young man, Javian Mukes, I've tweeted it out. He's special. He is absolutely special. 27 carries, 233 yards, and 4 touchdowns for Javian Mukes. What is it about Javian, Coach? I mean, what is it about him that makes him so good?
Well, he's a worker. He's a competitor. He doesn't have any fear, and he wants to do things the right way. Wants to play football the right way. And for a freshman, he worked very hard in the off season. And, started out with us benching 145-ish, and now he's up to 225. So, I mean, he's a strong kid for a freshman. And, his squat got up there, in the 400-pound range. So, he had a great offseason. I've said it before, he's not a prima donna type kid. He's a kid that is a grinder and a worker. And, he's special because of those reasons.
Trendon Sellers, Coach, does it again. 8 catches, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. What a playmaker you got in Trendon.
Yeah, did a great job Friday night. Terrific job on the offensive side of the ball as well as the defensive side of the ball, and just had a really, really special night and really limited his mistakes. And one of the things I challenged the team to do before the game is we needed to be the more physical team Friday night, and we certainly were. But effort was the thing that really won us the football game Friday night. We really had a much higher effort level than Anderson County. And you could really see that. And we dominated all 3 phases of the game because of that.
Coach, defensively, I tweeted this out. This is the first time since the 2017 season that Danville has held 3 consecutive opponents to 13 points or less. And I know you've got a new defensive coordinator as well. And, man, is the defense playing well.
Yeah, DJ White calls our defense. And, those guys have really been bringing it. They've done a great job up front. And then on the back end, we've done a good job as well. So, that's got to continue. We changed up some things last week. We had a little different game plan against Anderson County than we did in the previous 2 games just because of what Anderson County did, and we talked about that last week. But, those guys have done a really good job getting after it. And once again, you go back to effort level, swarming the football, getting guys on the ground, and those are the fundamental things you've got to do to be a good defense.
Coach, the Herald Leader wrote an article on you all and the 3-0 start, and I read the article, and I loved, there's a part of the article that I thought was so awesome, and you said during the offseason you brought the players together and you had like an excuse burning ceremony where every player wrote down an excuse and you burned it and said that can't be an excuse. And you said yours specifically was you're not going to use the excuse where it's your first year, so it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Because you said we got seniors on this team who have been through a lot, and they're fighting, and you're going to fight for them. I love that. And now, Coach, you look up and you're 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, and part of it's culture. You know, it's a culture build that began, you know, when I took the program over in mid-December, and you know, and that's a piece of it. You know, that's something, honestly. I mean, there's a lot of things in coaching you steal from other coaches, and you know, the 2 years I worked for Andy Fry, you know, he had a burial of excuses. We had a fire pit out there, so we had a burning of excuses. So, you know, just something to do, you know, as far as the culture of your team and creating the mindset that you want, because you don't want walls put up around your players, and that's what excuses do. Excuses put a wall up around you. So you want to find a mechanism to get rid of those.
Danville head coach Steve Stonebreaker. Coach, appreciate you being on. The Admirals are 3-0, and beginning tomorrow, we'll talk about this Lincoln County Patriots team that you all have on Friday, okay?
All right, Joe, let's go ahead.
Yes, sir, there you go. Danville head football coach Steve Stonebreaker. What about it? Admirals are 3-0, and they've got a 3-0 Lincoln County team coming up on Friday. Boyle and Highlands, Danville and Lincoln County on the Hometown Radio Network on Friday night. It's 7:30. Here's news.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The UK student athlete who's charged in the death of her newborn infant is no longer a student at the University of Kentucky.
It's a horrifying tragedy, and now a spokesperson for the University of Kentucky confirms 21-year-old Laken Snelling has withdrawn from the school. She's facing multiple criminal charges, including abuse of a corpse and evidence tampering, after her newborn baby's body was found in a closet of a home on Park Avenue in Lexington. Snelling allegedly admitted to concealing the baby's birth and hiding all evidence in that trash bag. Her first court appearance is set for later this month. I'm Jack Crumley.
An investigation is underway after a woman was found dead inside a Laurel County home after it caught fire. The sheriff's office reported to a Cassidy Road home for a house fire Saturday afternoon around 2:30. That's where they found 58-year-old Deborah K. Moore dead. Her cause of death has yet to be established at this time as the investigation continues. Meantime, a Covington-born beer brand is now valued in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Garage Beer, created by Braxton Brewing in Covington, has landed its first institutional investment. The Cincinnati Business Courier reports New York-based Durational Capital Management has taken a major stake, a deal that puts the brand's value at about $200 million. Garage Beer started in 2018 and quickly became the best-selling craft lager in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Today, it claims to be the fastest-growing independent beer brand in the country. The new funding will boost marketing, sales, and national distribution. NFL stars Jason and Travis Kelce are already part owners, and industry veterans from Constellation Brands and Pabst Blue Ribbon are joining the board. I'm Travis Laird.
It's time to start another work week, Kentucky. Your average gas prices in the Commonwealth is $2.91, and that's compared to the national average of $3.20. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Extension cords can really come in handy around the house, but if used improperly, they can also cause a fire. Here's some advice from the folks at your local electric cooperative on how to use them safely. Never nail or staple a cord to the wall or floor. Don't run cords under rugs or carpets, and always throw away frayed, cracked, or worn extension cords. We're Kentucky's electric cooperative, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hey, Joe Mathis.
Yes, Radio Rick.
It's the 22nd year of the Pigskin Report, Monday nights from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen.
We'll talk with all the area high school football coaches from Boyle County, Danville, Mercer County, Lincoln County, and Garrett County.
And at Center College's Andy Fry, and we'll have a report from Mark Stoops in UK.
It's the Dairy Queen of Harrodsburg Pigskin Report, Monday nights from 6 o'clock until 7, live on the Hometown Radio Network on 103.9 FM WHIR and 99.5 FM WHBN. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncy, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. 2 people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested 2 people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather is expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Buyer beware. No matter what you're in the market for, it's buyer beware. This is Lauren from B&L Jewelers. Every day we see people come into B&L Jewelers and want us to look at the great deal they got online or at a discount jewelry store. Usually, the item they bought is not really what they thought they were getting, which leads to disappointment. Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Here at B&L Jewelers, we try to educate you on the diamond you are buying. So when you give the gift of love, you have all the confidence of your decision to buy from B&L Jewelers was the correct one. We back up all of our jewelry with a lifetime guarantee and a trade-up policy, which you will receive full credit of the purchase price for your diamond in the future. As always, we offer special financing and 6 months free layaway. Come and see us here at B&L Jewelers today in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
I'm Stacy and I live in Harrodsburg.
Who did you work with Welch Homes Real Estate?
Rosalind Drury. It was wonderful. We talked about exactly what I was looking for in a home, and she worked super hard. She was really good. I would highly recommend Rosalind Drury. She is amazing and gives 110%.
Welcome home with Welch Homes.
What is it that makes parents continue to choose Danville Christian Academy for their kids' education?
Hi, my name is Amy. What I love most about DCA is that my children can go to school and worship God each and every single day.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and what I love most about DCA is that my kids are learning their true identity in Christ.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I love DCA because my kids get a quality education that is Christ-centered.
You can find out firsthand why parents are choosing Danville Christian Academy. Enrolling now for preschool through 12th grade.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right there, Rayleigh Jofus, brought to you by our friends at the Little Sign Shop. Our new owners and operators, they've got you covered. They do full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design in Danville or 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Come on, you got to call them, 859-238-7391. There's your sign of the little sign shop. Sunshine, 77 the high. A low tonight of 47, 82 tomorrow, 84 on Wednesday. It's 7:38 in the morning. It's 51 degrees here in Danville. 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447. We've got Caitlin on the telephone. Good morning, Caitlin. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, Caitlin. This is like my 3rd cup of coffee I'm working on already.
Oh, goodness. I'm on my 2nd one.
See, there you go. It was late night last night, early morning. Got to get the coffee in, get this radio show rolling. And Caitlin's on here to give us the County Agent's Corner. Brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Caitlin Farley.
Hey, good morning. I'm Caitlin Farley, Boyle County Horticulture Agent. Welcome to the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by the Boyle, Mercer, Garrett, and Lincoln County UK Cooperative Extension Offices. Let's get started on today's tips. When buying fall mums for fall color, look at the plant with the tight buds that haven't flowered yet. Choose the variety you want based on the ones close to it. That way you make sure you have the correct color. This will help you have flowers for at least a month after you bring your mums home. Another key to making your mums last longer is keeping them watered. You can place the mum in a larger pot once you bring it home. This will help it retain more water. If you leave it in its original container, check the soil at least every other day by simply putting your finger in the soil, knuckle deep, and if the soil is dry, it needs some water. When you water your mums, make sure the water gets a good contact with the plant roots in the soil. Either water the bottom up in a tray or a pail of water, or from the sides of the pot with watering can or a garden hose. Watering overhead on the leaves or buds of the mum will cause them to deteriorate more quickly. Also, don't allow your mum to stand in water very long, as this can cause problems such as root rot. Once flowers begin to fade, deadhead or pick off the faded blooms. This will promote new growth and make the plant look healthier and help to prolong the plant's beauty. And that is all for today's County Agent's Corner. Thank you for listening in. Tune in every day at this time to listen to the agent's tips. This is Caitlin Farley, UK Horticulture Agent for Boyle County, and have a great day.
There you go. That's Caitlin Farley, County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Caitlin, before you go, some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know.
Awesome.
Caitlin, are you ready? All right, here we go. Fact number 1. 29% of male video game players prefer playing as female characters, particularly older male players. Overall, 48% of guys prefer playing as males, and 22% have no preference. Now, I will say that there is sometimes a strategy, as someone who used to play Fortnite, keyword used to. You want to have characters in those type of games that are maybe slimmer or smaller, because then it makes you tougher to hit in the game from the opposing player. Makes like the target smaller, right?
Okay.
And I never thought of that until I played with someone who was like a legit Fortnite. Like he's like, I choose this character because it's thinner and it makes it tougher for them to hit when they're shooting. I'm like, wow, you really put that much thought into choosing your character. I just thought you just chose someone that looked cool. So, there you go. Number 2, 1 out of every 2 million lobsters is this color. What color is it?
Blue.
Blue, yes. 1 in 30 million is this color.
Red.
No, most lobsters are red. This is a bigger percentage, a lower percentage. 1 in 30 million is actually a yellow-orange color.
Oh.
1 in 50 million would be like split down the middle, like different colors on both sides.
Interesting.
Like right down the middle. Kind of like, what's the word for a person who has different colored eyes. It's like heterochromia or something, isn't it?
It's something
Isn't
like
that what
that.
it's called? Yeah. And 1 in 100 million lobsters, Caitlin, is white or translucent. Like you can see through them, or they're white colored.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. I wonder, like, though, if let's say you go lobster fishing and you fish out this big net of lobster and you've got a white one in there. Do you think it's worth a lot of money? Like, who would you sell a white lobster to? Surely someone would buy it. If it's a 1 in 100 million chance you catch one. But who's dealing lobsters for you to make money off of that?
I don't know, but they're good, so I would eat it.
You'd eat it? You would eat a white lobster?
Why not? I'm sure it all tastes the same.
I'm sure it does. If it's 1 in 100 million, I think I'm going to see how much it's worth before I eat it.
Maybe.
Because then you could buy a lot of lobsters with that price.
There you go.
Yeah. Number 3, it takes 27,000 trees to make all the toilet paper the world goes through in one day. If you expand that out, it's 9.8 million trees per year for toilet paper.
Wow.
A lot of trees. Number 4, the world record for the most people on a commercial flight is 1,008. That number also includes the babies that were born on the flight. 2 babies were born on that flight, yeah. LI Airlines helped evacuate Ethiopian Jewish people in 1991 and flew them to Israel. And so what they did, Caitlin, was they fit as many people as they could in the plane by removing all the seats. So they had nearly 1,100 people on this flight. It was an evacuation flight.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Number 5, if you wanted to buy the parts in an iPhone back in 1991, all the parts to make an iPhone in 1991, it would have cost you $12.66 million. And that's not even including the camera or the screen. That's just the parts to make the iPhone go.
That's crazy.
Thankfully, it's a little bit cheaper. Although I'm not sure how much. You're paying $850 for a phone now or whatever it is, $1,200. It's a little bit cheaper now. There you go. Random facts, Caitlin. Appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning. Is that right? Or Friday?
I think Friday.
Friday.
Tomorrow is Tyler.
Tomorrow's Tyler. All right, Caitlin. Appreciate you being on. Talk to you later, okay?
Thanks. Bye-bye.
That's Caitlin Farley, County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. 7:45 in the morning. Melton's Deli. And out west in Hollywood, calling our name, coming up next.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is Ronald Howard. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Danville. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer local expertise and reliable service. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me at 859-236-9822 today, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy. Delicious flavors of family tradition. Old-fashioned candy since 61. Light, rich, creamy, made by hand. A southern treat, a Kentucky brand. Mom Blakeman's Candy.com. So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's Candy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky came up short in its SEC season opener, falling to number 17 Ole Miss 30-23. UK led 10-0 early, but the Ole Miss defense came up with 3 sacks. The Cats defense had a couple of picks. Kentucky's offense was balanced with 170 yards on the ground and 187 through the air. UK is back in action Saturday when they host Eastern Michigan at 7:30 on Z105. In other college action this past weekend, Centre College opened up with a 23-15 win over Hanover Saturday night. Jack Goman threw for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Colonels host DePaul Saturday night at 7 at Joe McDaniel Field. Louisville down James Madison 28-14. Eastern Kentucky topped Houston Christian 20-10, and Toledo spanked Western Kentucky 45-21.
The NFL saw lots of close games in its first full Sunday of action. The Bengals won at Cleveland 17-16. The Steelers kicked a 60-yard field goal late to beat the Jets 34-32. Last night, the Bills got a walk-off 32-yard field goal to edge the Ravens 41-40. It was the Colts 33, Dolphins 8, Packers 27, Lions 13, Broncos 20, Titans 12, Raiders 20, Patriots 13, Bucks 23, Falcons 20, Rams 14, Texans 9, 49ers 17, Seahawks 13. Commanders 21, Giants 6, Jaguars 26, Panthers 10, and the Cardinals 20, Saints 13. Friday night, the Chargers down the Chiefs 27-21 in Brazil. Monday Night Football has the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. In high school football Friday, Danville improved to 3-0 by routing Anderson County 41-13. Lexington Catholic surprised Boyle County 17-7. Atherton beat Mercer County 28-7. And Garrett County, hosting Middlesboro, was canceled because of the weather. Join Joe Mathis and Rick Schobel tonight for the DQ High School Pigskin Report from 6 to 7 from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen as they talk football with the area coaches on WHBN, WHIR, and streaming live at hometownlive.net. Hometown Radio brings you Mercer County Girls High School Soccer tonight as Mercer County entertains Shelby County at 7:30 on WHBN FM 99.5. In the NASCAR Cup Playoff Sunday, Denny Hamlin won the Enjoy Illinois 300 in St. Louis for his 5th win of the year. Chase Briscoe was second, and Chase Elliott finished third. Both Hamlin and Briscoe, members of Joe Gibbs Racing, are qualified for the round of 12. The final race in the round of 16 comes up under the lights Saturday night at Bristol on WHIR. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Do you want to grow your business, but you don't have a big budget? Don here, your small business marketing specialist. In a recent study, they found that radio delivered $12 in sales for every $1 spent on advertising. And radio advertising is incredibly effective at driving in-store traffic and influencing purchasing behavior. The research shows that radio increased in-store traffic by an average of 22%. In several categories, radio had increased traffic by over 30%. Also, radio boasts a higher average conversion rate than television, newspaper, and online media alike. And radio allows advertisers an inexpensive way to run multiple ads, enabling better results. So, if you want to get new customers and grow your business, radio is the #1 reach medium. So, how do you get started? It's easy. Call us today.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Feeling achy, tired, blah? Then the Ready Care Clinic is awaiting you. You can manage chronic illness, treat acute illnesses with local providers whom you'll come to love. Now servicing Lawrenceburg, Harrodsburg, Crab Orchard, and now Danville. Visit their web at thereadycareclinic.com.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Ready Joe, brought to you by the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Sunshine, 77 and 47. Tomorrow, sunshine and 82. Wednesday, sunny and 84 at 7:52 in the morning. 52 degrees. Monday, the 8th day of the month of September. 859-238 WHIR 238-9447. And we'd love to have you right here on the radio on the Joe Show. Our big deal of the hour this hour is a $50 gift certificate to B&L Jewelers here in Danville. In the Danville Manor Shopping Center, $50 is yours for $29 only at Big Deals. HometownLive.net. 859-238-WHIR to call in this morning. A foodie influencer has been blasted for cooking her own food on airlines. Well, check out the audio from a recent flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. I'd like to welcome all of you aboard Jet Food Airlines. If you'll look in seat 4B, you'll see that the passenger is whipping up some beef Wellington. Smells delicious. And a shout out to the guy in seat 17A who is cooking up some chicken piccata. Oh, wow. Take a big whiff of that lemony goodness. Once we land, I gotta get that recipe, buddy. And I'm happy to announce that I'm cooking up some fettuccine Alfredo here in the cockpit. Co-pilot, hands off. This is all mine. We know you have a choice which airline you cook food on, and we're glad you chose Jet Food.
There you go. It's 7:53. Got a phone call. Good morning. You're on the radio. Good morning. You're on the radio. Okay, never mind. You are not on the radio. But we are going to see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The Showbiz segment, Celebrity News. Most people so rich and famous, they're disassociated with reality. Our rule of thumb, if a celebrity does it, says it, thinks it, you should do, say, and think the opposite, more than likely at least. Here we go, the Showbiz segment. All right, Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson is the relationship America wants right now. So it was devastating when tabloid reports claimed it was all a PR stunt to promote the movie The Naked Gun. But now, maybe people are thinking their love is for real. At a film festival in France over the weekend, Pamela said, quote, "I do not and will never feed into PR stunts. That would be a death sentence. I'm authentically driven. I'm superstitious when it comes to love, and not comfortable sharing any shred of my romantic life." Of course, she and Liam have never confirmed they're dating, so this isn't exactly proof they are. But I guess people can still hope. Hey, the documentary John Candy, I Like Me, premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival over the weekend. And in it, Macaulay Culkin remembers John's kindness on the set of Uncle Buck. He also remembers that John was one of the first people to realize Macaulay's dad was kind of creepy. Macaulay says, quote, "I think he always had that really great instinct. I think he saw. Listen, even before the wave crested and the Home Alone stuff was happening, it was not hard to see how difficult my father was. It was no secret. He was already a monster. I think John was looking a little side-eyed, like, is everything all right over there? You doing good? Good day? Everything all right? Everything good at home?" He adds, quote, "I wish I got more of that in my life. It's important that I remember that. I remember John caring when a lot of people did not." And Tom Hanks was set to be honored at West Point on September the 25th for being a veterans advocate. But that's off now. Hanks was going to receive the Sylvanus Thayer Award, not only for the work he's done on behalf of veterans, but for his movies that include positive portrayals of veterans and servicemen like Saving Private Ryan and Forrest Gump. They were going to give him like a parade and everything, but they pulled the rug out from under him. An internal email claims they had to cancel the event so the Army can focus on its core mission of, quote, preparing cadets to lead, fight, and win. West Point has decided not to honor Tom Hanks after all, and some people now believe it's because he's not a Trump supporter. Did John Candy recognize that Macaulay Culkin's dad was a creep before everyone else? Macaulay says that. And Pamela Anderson says she doesn't do PR stunts. Does that mean she really is dating Liam Neeson? We'll see, I guess, in the future. That's what's going on out west in Hollywood, the Showbiz segment. Milton's Deli in Danville, the place to go for a sandwich for lunch a little bit later on this afternoon. And we're going to go with the Hot Mammy. It's number 3 on the Milton's Deli menu. Lean roast beef, melted cheddar, lettuce, tomatoes, onion, spicy mustard, and their famous Dijon horseradish sauce served on a toasted onion bun. It's the Hot Mammy. You can have the double Hot Mammy as well. You can have the Hot Dave, which just substitutes the turkey instead of roast beef. So the roast beef makes it a Hot Mammy. The turkey makes it a Hot Dave. Number 3 on the Melton's Deli menu. Tell them you heard them this morning on the Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. It is 7:57 in the morning, 52 degrees. We're back in 2 minutes to round out the 7 o'clock in the morning hour. Ruby Klein Eden comes on here at 8:10. Talking running and races and 5Ks and things of that nature on the Joe Show coming up next.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Free trial is 7 days. If customer does not cancel prior to the end of a trial period, fees will apply.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Open Phone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Open Phone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Open Phone. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Open Phone for free at openphone.com/try and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/try. openphone.com/TRY.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says he thinks the Supreme Court will declare President Trump's global tariffs legal, but if it doesn't, he told NBC's Meet the Press yesterday that the Treasury could have to hand out massive refunds. Trump has asked the High Court for an expedited ruling after a lower court found the tariffs to be illegal. Bessent is brushing off concerns following an anemic jobs report. Mark Mayfield with more.
Appearing on NBC's Meet the Press, Bessent said the president's policies will see the country through.
We're not going to do economic policy off of one number. We believe that good policies are in place that are going to create good, high-paying jobs for the American people.
The report showed just 22,000 new jobs were added in August, which is down from the previous month's 73,000. The number was expected to be closer to 75,000. It's the first report since President Trump fired the agency's stats chief. I'm Mark Mayfield.
President Trump is again vowing to clean up Chicago, although he did call it, in his words, fake news when asked by a reporter on Sunday if he was going to war with the Windy City.
We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our city. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
He posted on social media on Saturday, Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. The exchange came as protests were held over the weekend against Trump's repeated threats to deploy federal troops to Chicago. A man accused of attempting to assassinate President Trump is set to go on trial starting today in Florida. More from Nick Harper.
Brian Ruth was arrested in the run-up to last year's election when he was spotted hiding in the bushes with a rifle at Donald Trump's West Palm Beach Country Club. He's pleaded not guilty.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Card to provide a better life for your family. The only problem is that you now have a tax bill that you can't afford to pay. The IRS is now threatening to garnish your wages and put a levy on your bank account. You can't ignore the IRS. They won't go away on their own. You need help, and you need it now. Call the Tax Pros at United Tax Fix today. Call 800-762-2768. That's 800-762-2768.
Make this Christmas unforgettable with Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. A fusion of rock and classical with a heartwarming Christmas tale. December 10th, Rupp Arena. Reserve seats on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
HHS Secretary RFK Jr. plans to announce that taking Tylenol during pregnancy could be linked to autism. Lisa Taylor with more.
The Wall Street Journal reports a report this month says low levels of folate could also be potential cause for the disorder. Ann Thompson has more.
By September, we will know what has caused the autism epidemic.
The Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with the matter, says a new HHS report is expected to potentially link autism to pregnant women's use of acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol. An HHS spokesperson would neither confirm nor deny the story, and any claims about its contents are nothing more than speculation.
The company that makes Tylenol says it's continuously evaluated the science and believes there's no causal link between the pain reliever's use during pregnancy and autism. I'm Lisa Taylor.
If you want it, you can now buy a top allegedly worn by the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Natalie Rodriguez with more.
The online-only store with a posted Miami location restricted lifestyle is selling a navy blue quarter zip sweatshirt etched with Epstein's monogrammed initials J.E.E., Jeffrey Edward Epstein, and an American flag patch on the left arm sleeve. Epstein wore it for Radar magazine launch party in 2005 at the Hotel QT in New York. Crypto payments are accepted, and the Instagram post reads, "The piece is very controversial and iconic, 100% authentic, size medium. No word on price."
A global study of over 100,000 young people says owning a smartphone before the age of 13 is tied to poorer mental health and well-being in early adulthood. Rob Martier with more.
The study was recently published in the Journal of Human Development and Capabilities. It found that 18 to 24-year-olds who had their first smartphone at 12 or younger were more likely to report suicidal thoughts, aggression, detachment from reality, poorer emotional regulation, and low self-worth.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with an array of fresh cargo scents for your car for just $1.99. Tantalizing tarts, $7.99. Delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99. Large jars, $25.99. Grand candy jars for $89.99. And a large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across the Boyle County Fairgrounds on the bypass for an exhilarating experience like no other.
Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, security officer at Farmers National Bank, and a current scam is telling people to send cash money through a crypto ATM. No bank will ever tell you to transmit money through a crypto ATM, ever. If in doubt, contact us or local authorities.
Good morning to you. It's Monday. It's the 8th day of September, a day where we get sunshine and 77 degrees is a high. Forecast comes your way. News is now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncy, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. Two people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested two people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather is expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Joe brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency, proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 859-236-6686. Sunshine, 77 and 47, the high and low. Tomorrow, 82. Wednesday, 84. Thursday, 87. Friday, 87. It's 8:09 in the morning, 52 degrees. Monday, the 8th day of September. And we welcome onto the show Ruby Klein Eaton, a runner's mom, and more. Good morning, Ruby. How are you?
Good morning, man. I tell you, it seems like it's been forever since we've been able to talk.
Yes, it's been 3 weeks, Ruby. I'd mentioned that to begin the show. 2 weeks ago, I was sick. I was out. Last week was Labor Day Monday. So the first time in 3 weeks we've talked. So a lot to cover here, Ruby.
A lot has happened, and a lot of things are going on, and I have picked up a couple of new ambassadorships. We have brand new races that we're going to talk about coming up later in the year and into 2026 already. One thing in particular I want to mention first is big shout out to Glow Lewis. Man, I tell you what, she kind of gave me the what for because I didn't mention her last time we were on, and she put you on the prayer list because you were sick.
Thank you for that, Miss Glow. Yeah, she's a loyal listener, isn't she? She listens just about every morning.
She is, along with Joyce Hoagland is another very, very loyal listener as well. Of course, we've got Trilly Bottoms and several of the Danville magistrates and the commission and all that kind of stuff. So kudos to all of them, and I'm glad that they're listening because we got things going on, and if you want an opportunity, all you need to do is just give me a call or find me on social media. But first up, I do want to mention the new ambassadorship that I have with Vendura. This is trail stuff. So, and I'm really, really new at the trail kind of walking or whatever. I'm not good at it by no means, but I'm learning to like it some. So we're going to talk about that later on, maybe next month or so, because we got a lot of new stuff coming up next year for that. A women's running festival, man, I tell you what, about 1,200 women in one space was amazing. It was, downtown Carmel, Indiana. Not very many in my age group. I did end up with third in my 10K, so I do plan on going back next year. For anybody who wants to join me, I'll make sure everybody gets a link to do all that. This past weekend, the brand new race in Mount Sterling. Now, the only reason why I went to Mount Sterling, because it was quite a little drive for me, is one of my runners put on a brand new race to rescue for their Humane Society. Well, she ended up brand new race with almost 100 people showing up. They raised inaugural event $2,000, and the $2,000 will go to help with spay and neuter and food for some pets, for the homeless and stuff like that. So I was really, really proud of her. Hunter Pace. I was at Keeneland I'm sorry, not Keeneland, at the Alltech for the 100 pace. And this is where we had runners who actually did some of the hurdles that the horses do, which is kind of neat. So I was really, really happy with that. Yesterday, I was at Muddy Princess. I had a team. It was hilarious. I think I was one of the oldest participants there, women only. Got muddy. I'm sore. There's places on me I didn't know existed, and planning on going back next year because they've already said they want to go back. So we'll be doing that. Now, coming up on Saturday, we have several different options. There's going to be Freebird 5K. We have Run for a Cause. There's a race in Paris that I'm going to be doing. On the 20th, I will be leaving to go to a spooky sprint at Louisville and then heading on up to Plainfield, Indiana for another race that I'm an ambassador for. Coming up on the 27th, one that is near and dear to my heart. It's Run Baby Run, and it benefits NICU babies. And everybody who knows me knows that my granddaughters were both very, very early preemies. So this is a race that I helped sponsor, and I'm glad to be there. And then the 28th, come see me downtown Stanford. There's a half marathon, and a 10K. So I'll be downtown Stanford on Sunday the 28th. We got lots of stuff coming up in October. I've got more race discount codes. I have things already booking in 2026. I have all kinds of adventures if anybody wants to join me. But anytime that you want to get out and get up and get active, if it's your first race, I will get that for you for free. If you're returning from a long hiatus, call me, text me, find me on social media. I will get you your first race free because the goal in life is to stay active.
I love it. Ruby Klein-Eaton, the runner's mom, and more. Ruby, appreciate you being on. If people have any questions, how can they get in touch with you?
Feel free to give me a call or a text at 859-583-7852. Find me on all of the social medias. Again, I have a couple of new things that's going to be coming up next year, and I'm an ambassador for, so I've got race discount codes for them, and I'm excited to be getting more active as I get older.
There you go. Ruby, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again a week from today, okay?
Absolutely. Danville, let's get up, get out, get active, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
There it is. Ruby Klein-Eaton. Ruby, talk to you next Monday.
Bye-bye.
And that's a runner's mom and more with Ruby Klein-Eaton. Let's see what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report on Saturday. Sabalenka pulled off a repeat performance at the U.S. Open when she won her second straight U.S. Open final over Amanda Anisimova. It took just 94 minutes for Sabalenka to secure the win in 2 sets. Here's how it sounded when Sabalenka won the 2025 U.S. Open.
Sabalenka comes through. 6-3, 7-6. In straight sets, after all of the emotions she felt losing the first 3 majors of the year, she was composed, assured, richly deserved win.
Yes, in the men, Carlos Alcaraz needed just 4 sets to pull away from rival Jannik Sinner. The number 2 seed took down the number 1, 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4.
In a sensationally bold and brawny performance, Carlos Alcaraz takes the 2025 U.S. Open.
There are 5 new inductees in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame on Saturday. Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Sue Bird, Maya Moore, and Sylvia Fowles are all enshrined. In his emotional speech, Anthony said that he, quote, never got an NBA ring, but I know what I gave to the game. Both Anthony and Howard were part of the 2008 Olympic Redeem Team. The enshrinement of Bird, Moore, and Fowles was historic, as it marked the first time 3 WNBA players entered the hall simultaneously. Sort of Sports sounds a crazy game last night as the Bills came back to beat the Ravens 41-40.
Less than 100 hours in western New York, As the clock runs down, Prater lines up for a game-winning field goal. From 32 yards, Prater made it! And the Bills open their final season in this stadium with a stunning comeback win.
Staying in the NFL, the Steelers seal the win with the Jets. It was Jalen Ramsey who knocked the ball loose from Garrett Wilson.
Fields on fourth down. Steps up. Fields delivers. Catch made. And the ball is jarred loose. Garrett Wilson could not secure it. And Jalen Ramsey has slammed the door shut.
Yeah, speaking of that game, Aaron Rodgers going against his former team, the Jets. He says he's happy to beat anyone associated with his former Jets team. Aaron Rodgers looking like Aaron of old. 4 touchdown tosses in that win yesterday.
I was happy to beat everybody associated with the Jets.
And then lastly, but certainly not leastly, Micah Parsons. The Packers dominated the Lions yesterday, and Micah Parsons played here and there for the Packers. Hadn't played a game in a long time because he sent out the entire preseason, but he did get his first sack as a member of the Packers, taking down Jared Goff.
2nd and 10. As Goff's being chased by Parsons. Look out! He's got him! His first sack as a Green Bay Packer.
And that's what's going on in this morning's sort of Sports Report. More sports coming your way next with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. Then we'll see what's gone on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. Take it away, Steve.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky came up short in its SEC season opener, falling to number 17 Ole Miss 30-23. UK led 10-0 early, but the Ole Miss defense came up with 3 sacks. The Cats defense had a couple of picks. Kentucky's offense was balanced with 170 yards on the ground and 187 through the air. UK is back in action Saturday when they host Eastern Michigan at 7:30 on Z105. In other college action this past weekend, Center College opened up with a 23-15 win over Hanover Saturday night. Jack Goman threw for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. Colonels host DePaul Saturday night at 7 at Joe McDaniel Field. Louisville down James Madison 28-14. Eastern Kentucky topped Houston Christian 20-10. And Toledo spanked Western Kentucky 45-21. The NFL saw lots of close games in its first full Sunday of action. The Bengals won at Cleveland 17-16. The Steelers kicked a 60-yard field goal late to beat the Jets 34-32. Last night, the Bills got a walk-off 32-yard field goal to edge the Ravens 41-40. It was the Colts 33, Dolphins 8, Packers 27, Lions 13, Broncos 20, Titans 12, Raiders 20, Patriots 13, Bucks 23, Falcons 20, Rams 14, Texans 9, 49ers 17, Seahawks 13, Commanders 21, Giants 6, Jaguars 26, Panthers 10, and the Cardinals 20, Saints 13. Friday night, the Chargers down the Chiefs 27-21 in Brazil. Monday Night Football has the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. In high school football Friday, Danville improved to 3-0 by routing Anderson County 41-13. Lexington Catholic surprised Boyle County 17-7. Atherton beat Mercer County 28-7, and Garrett County, hosting Middlesboro, was canceled because of the weather. Join Joe Mathis and Rick Schobel tonight for the DQ High School Pigskin Report from 6 to 7 from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen as they talk football with the area coaches on WHBN, WHIR, and streaming live at hometownlive.net. Hometown Radio brings you Mercer County Girls High School Soccer tonight as Mercer County entertains Shelby County at 7:30 on WHBN FM 99.5. In the NASCAR Cup Playoff Sunday, Denny Hamlin won the Enjoy Illinois 300 in St. Louis for his 5th win of the year. Chase Briscoe was second, and Chase Elliott finished third. Both Hamlin and Briscoe, members of Joe Gibbs Racing, are qualified for the round of 12. The final race in the round of 16 comes up under the lights Saturday night at Bristol on WHIR. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
Lee's Famous Recipe's been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lee's is proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville on South 4th.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way courtesy of our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315-DILLA. Hey, get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunshine, 77 and 47 is your high and low. Sunshine and 82 tomorrow. Sunshine and 84 on Wednesday. It's 8:25 in the morning. It's 52 degrees Monday, the 8th day of September. 859-238-WHIR to call in this morning. Let's see what's gone on in this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. September the 8th, starting off in this date in 1974, when President Gerald Ford granted a, quote, full, free, and absolute unconditional pardon to former President Richard Nixon on all of his federal crimes he may have committed while in office.
I, Gerald R. Ford, have granted, and by these presents do grant, a full, free, and absolute pardon unto Richard Nixon.
All right, it was on this date, 1994, Aerosmith cleaned up at the 11th Annual MTV Video Music Awards. That was them performing at the 11th Annual MTV Video Music Awards, which featured newlyweds Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley opening the show. Aerosmith won big at the 11th Annual MTV Video Music Awards, and it was on this date in 2004, NASA's unmanned spacecraft called Genesis crash-landed when its parachute failed to open.
It looks like we have a no-shoot, sir. Vector 200,
Mission
put it on your
manager,
nose, 8 miles, look for an impact.
SBC, negative growth, negative shoot.
There you go. That's what's gone on this date, September the 8th. That's made this date a date to remember. Hey, this video of this angry Philadelphia Phillies fan sparking outrage after she was captured snatching a home run ball from a young boy after she chased down the boy's dad. This video went viral over the weekend. Check out the ad now for it.
Yeah, hi, it's a mean lady who stole the ball from that kid at the Phillies game. Do you have a bunch of balls hanging around? Then call 1-800-GOT-BALLS. That's right, if there's one thing I love, it's grabbing balls that don't belong to me. And I'll come to your house and take your balls. You there, you got any balls?
Excuse me?
You heard me. I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna take your balls and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to walk my dog.
I'm gonna take your dog's balls too. I'm taking all the balls in your house, and if you don't like it, well, that's just too bad.
Hey.
It's 1-800-GOT-BALLS. Let me come and take your balls today.
It's 8:27 in the morning. Here's a new term for you to know. The only problem is nobody knows what the term means. Do we really need more terms like this? Because it feels like people can't agree on anything nowadays. And now here's a new term. Have you heard the term clock botching? Clock botching. A writer in the UK coined the phrase clock botching last month. And it means one of two things. Maybe it means both things. Nobody really seems to know. Forbes describes this as when you look busy but aren't actually producing meaningful results, and you're stretching small tasks into the entire afternoon. That makes it sound intentional, like you're just trying to run out the clock each day and not get much done. So then you don't get assigned more work. But we've already got terms for that, like task masking and productivity, like false productivity, productivity. The original definition of clock botching is different. The writer who coined the phrase said it's, quote, when workers end up doing more hours than they're paid for, not out of ambition, but because they can't get through their workload in time. She also says clock botchers are usually the first one in the office and the last one to leave. So that makes it sound like it's not intentional. And it's like opposite meanings for both. For one, they say they're just trying to stretch the day out and do as little as possible. But the second term says it's people who have too much on their plate and they can't get it all done. A writer for inc.com, confused things even more by saying it's an aggressive form of clock watching when you're counting the minutes before you leave work. Maybe it's all of the above, but whatever it means, they all agree it's a serious problem in 2025 caused by burnout and people feeling less engaged overall. There you go. Clock botching. How many different terms and definitions does it have? Apparently like at least 3. It's 8:30 in the morning, 30 seconds away at least. Bottom hour news coming your way next.
It's back by popular demand. Free lunch in the office from Danville Lee's Famous Recipe and the Hometown Radio Network. Now, here's how it works. Every Tuesday in September and October, Hometown Radio will reward an office up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners and Lee's Famous Tea and deliver it to you on Wednesday. Simply email radio@hometownlive.net. That's radio@hometownlive.net. Why your office deserves free lunch. Free lunch in the office has returned. A service of Danville Lee's Famous Recipe and the Hometown Radio Network. Good luck.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It was 1 year ago Sunday that Laurel County was on edge from a gunman that opened fire on 9 vehicles, injuring 5. Joseph Couch, near exit 49 on I-75, was the suspect responsible for a near 2-week manhunt that canceled classes, emptied communities, and put everyone near on edge. London police said Couch appeared to be firing at random from a steep slope. An affidavit claimed he purchased an AR-15 rifle and 1,000 rounds of ammo from Center Target Firearms. The search ended on September 18th, where local resident Fred McCoy spotted numerous vultures in a wooded area where Couch's body was eventually found. The McCoy family was later rewarded with $25,000 for locating him. After months of chaos and high-tempered meetings, London's mayor is officially out.
Oh, they've been looking for any reason to impeach me.
That's the outgoing mayor of London, Kentucky, Randall Weddle, after an 8-hour impeachment hearing ended with the city council voting to remove him. Weddle faced 11 allegations of misconduct tied to housing, police, and finances. Council members unanimously convicted him on 3 counts, then installed Tracy Handley as acting mayor, the first woman to ever hold the office. Weddle told WKYT he plans to appeal. I'm Travis Laird.
One person is arrested after a gun was found at the Best of the Bluegrass Festival in Georgetown Saturday night. Local police were flagged down to 2 people who were quickly caught. One of the 2 captured had a gun inside his pocket with ammo. 18-year-old Nathan Diaz was arrested for unlawful transactions with a minor, carrying a concealed weapon, and various drug charges. The second was under 18 and released to their parents. No shots were fired at the festival, but it remains unclear if the gun was loaded at any time. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Free trial is 7 days. If customer does not cancel prior to the end of a trial period, fees will apply.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/try and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/try. openphone.com/TRY.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Graceland Air, a local HVAC company, offers a wide range of services and provides each customer with an effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. They're committed to excellence in every aspect, exceptional quality of service, high standard of integrity. You are the basis of their business, and they service all brands. Go online to graceland-ky.com for more information.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Bull County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncie, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. 2 people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested 2 people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather is expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Big deals.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like water, food, and medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Speed Queen is sold exclusively at Carl Day's Danville hometown store on Houstonville Road.
Our Speed Queen machines, designed, built, and tested for longevity. Our machines are built from commercial-grade steel parts from top to bottom. Our machines are built better to last longer.
Speed Queen has a stainless steel tub with a lifetime warranty. Speed Queen's agitator has a 210-degree power stroke. Speed Queen's transmission has a 10-year limited warranty. Speed Queen, superb quality, incredible value.
Speed Queen is sold exclusively at Carl Day's Danville hometown store on Houstonville Road.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Riley Jofus, brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. Get a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators have got you covered. They do full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and they offer logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet, 859-238-7391. Here's your sign for the Little Sign Shop. Sunshine today. High of 77, low of 47. Tomorrow, sunshine and 82. Wednesday, sunny and 84. Thursday, sunny and 87. Friday, sunny and 87. Right now, it's 8:38 in the morning. It's Monday, the 8th day of the month of September. 859-238-WHIR is your phone number to call in this morning. 238-9447. Pimmy! It's Wedding Planning with Pim coming your way now.
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. In the beginning, bride knights is what groomsmen were called. Their most important duty to help the groom capture the bride or to defend her from would-be kidnappers. Today, the most obvious duty of groomsmen is seating guests before the ceremony, standing near the groom during the wedding, and decorating the newlywed's car. The groom may request other kinds of assistance, such as planning the bachelor party, also called a stag do or bucks night, depending on where you're from. Did you know that another traditional role of groomsmen is helping make the wedding pleasant for guests by visiting with people who are alone or dancing with unaccompanied guests and bridesmaids at the reception? The earliest written use of the term best man occurred in 1782. The best man is the chief groomsman and assists the groom at the wedding just as the maid of honor assists the bride. In addition to helping the groom dress, toting luggage and gifts, tending to unexpected complications, providing transportation for the groom, and keeping the wedding ring safe until the ceremony, the best man is expected to give an outstanding, usually humorous speech, often in the form of a toast, sometime during the wedding celebration. My love note for today: in Eastern Orthodox weddings in Greece, tradition holds that the best man pays for most of the wedding expenses. Yowza!
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COOL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Join the Danville Boyle County Humane Society and Bob Allen Motor Mall for Whiskers and Wits. Laugh Work Cause on Saturday, October 11th. Host Maria Montgomery will MC an unforgettable evening of comedy, generosity, and compassion.
There'll be an online auction with incredible prizes and guest appearances from some four-legged friends. Plus, enjoy popcorn and drinks with fellow animal lovers. All proceeds benefit the Danville-Boyle County Humane Society. For tickets, call 859-238-1117 or visit dbchs.org.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000. Local high school football and hometown radio network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titan. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Gunnar Floyd, voice of the Danville Admirals. Listen to every Danville Admiral football game on WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at hometownlive.net.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
$8:43 in the morning. So happy to have you on the show. 859-238-WHIR.
And that means there's lots of leaves on the ground. Call the Early Riser Leaf Blowers. We come to your house super early in the morning, usually on a work day, and stand right outside your bedroom window blowing those leaves. So if you have leaves you want blown away, call the Early Riser Leaf Blowers. Not responsible for ruined days due to getting less sleep than you planned on. Actually, yes, we totally are.
Well, at least it's a work day. They're there early and not on a weekend. Early. 8:45 in the morning. Let's see what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food, where you can always, in the Joe Show, just eat it. Here we go. Teddy Grahams is giving coffee lovers a treat. The Teddy Grahams latte drink is viral on TikTok for tasting like the cookies. Now, the real Teddy Grahams has produced a limited run of Teddy Graham latte boxes available exclusively through a sweepstakes through September the 17th. You can head to the company's social media pages to get details on how to enter. All right, KFC, there's a big reason to be jealous of Canadians. KFC Canada has dropped a pickled menu. Well, I think pickles are horrible, but if you love pickles, maybe this will make you jealous of Canadians. The pickle sandwich, triple breaded fried chicken layered with mayo, bread and butter pickles, and a dusting of dill pickle seasoning. Loaded pickle fries, pile of crispy pickles on classic KFC fries with mayo and dill seasoning. The fried pickle chips and the pickle Pepsi with brine included. McDonald's bringing back its extra value meal starting today, giving fans 8 discounted breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. The lineup includes classics like the Big Mac, quarter pounder varieties, chicken McNuggets, McCrispy sandwiches, and breakfast staples like the sausage McMuffin and the egg McMuffin. To celebrate, they're rolling out limited time deals with a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg meal and an $8 Big Mac meal. With more discounts teased for later this year, it looks like affordable comfort food is back on the menu. And hey, Chipotle fans rejoice because carne asada is back on the menu for LTO starting last Thursday. First introduced in 2019, this marinated steak has become the chain's most searched menu item and is making its 4th return just in time for football season. To celebrate, Chipotle is offering free delivery on carne asada orders through the app and website from September 8th until the 30th, plus a BOGO deal on September 15th for anyone who shows up in a college football jersey. Beginning on Monday of next week, they've even teamed up with EA Sports College Football 26 to feature carne asada in the game, giving players in-game rewards for promoting that. Chipotle brings back its most searched menu item. McDonald's bringing back its extra value meal starting today. KFC whips up pickled menus in Canada. Grub Gab, you can always just eat it. We see what's going on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. It's all coming up next on The Joe Show. The Titletown Turkey Trot is so back. After more than 325 runners last year, Danville's most unique race returns, bigger and better than ever. The Thanksgiving morning race features a 1-mile gobble wobble and the Titletown 5K. It's a chip time race with overall age and group awards and free race photos, but everyone gets a long sleeve shirt and finisher's medal, free popcorn and cotton candy. Start up a new Thanksgiving tradition, the Titletown Turkey Trot 5K, presented by Danville Office Equipment. Sign up now at runsignup.com, and we'll see you Thanksgiving morning, 8 o'clock at Rebel Stadium for the Titletown Turkey Trot.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky came up short in its SEC season opener, falling to number 17 Ole Miss 30-23. UK led 10-0 early, but the Ole Miss defense came up with 3 sacks. The Cats defense had a couple of picks. Kentucky's offense was balanced with 170 yards on the ground and 187 through the air. UK is back in action Saturday when they host Eastern Michigan at 7:30 on Z105. In other college action this past weekend, Center College opened up with a 23-15 win over Hanover Saturday night. Jack Goman threw for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. Colonels host DePaul Saturday night at 7 at Joe McDaniel Field. Louisville down James Madison 28-14. Eastern Kentucky topped Houston Christian 20-10, and Toledo spanked Western Kentucky 45-21. The NFL saw lots of close games in its first full Sunday of action. The Bengals won at Cleveland 17-16. The Steelers kicked a 60-yard field goal late to beat the Jets 34-32. Last night, the Bills got a walk-off 32-yard field goal to edge the Ravens 41-40. It was the Colts 33, Dolphins 8, Packers 27, Lions 13, Broncos 20, Titans 12, Raiders 20, Patriots 13, Bucks 23, Falcons 20, Rams 14, Texans 9, 49ers 17, Seahawks 13. Commanders 21, Giants 6, Jaguars 26, Panthers 10, and the Cardinals 20, Saints 13. Friday night, the Chargers down the Chiefs 27-21 in Brazil. Monday Night Football has the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. In high school football Friday, Danville improved to 3-0 by routing Anderson County 41-13. Lexington Catholic surprised Boyle County 17-7. Atherton beat Mercer County 28-7. And Garrett County, hosting Middlesboro, was canceled because of the weather. Join Joe Mathis and Rick Schobel tonight for the DQ High School Pigskin Report from 6 to 7 from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen as they talk football with the area coaches on WHBN, WHIR, and streaming live at hometownlive.net. Hometown Radio brings you Mercer County Girls High School Soccer tonight as Mercer County entertains Shelby County at 7:30 on WHBN FM 99.5. In the NASCAR Cup Playoff Sunday, Denny Hamlin won the Enjoy Illinois 300 in St. Louis for his 5th win of the year. Chase Briscoe was second, and Chase Elliott finished third. Both Hamlin and Briscoe, members of Joe Gibbs Racing, are qualified for the round of 12. The final race in the round of 16 comes up under the lights Saturday night at Bristol on WHIR. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Big deals.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Riley Joe, brought to you by our friends at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts up to 50% every single day. The Big Deals online store is at hometownlive.net. Sunshine and a high today of 77. On low tonight, 47. Sunny and 82 tomorrow. Sunny and 84 on Wednesday. Sunny and 87 on Thursday. Right now, it's 8:54 in the morning. It's 52 degrees. Monday, the 8th day of the month of September. So happy you're on the show this morning. 859-238 WHIR. The number to call in, 238-9447. As we take a look at what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history that's made this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date in 1960, 65 years ago, where David Steele was born, a member of this group. The Fine Young Cannibals had this one as a top 5 single in 1989. David Steele was also a member of a group called The Beat, who had a 1983 U.S. #1 single called Can't Get Used to Losing You. Fine Young Cannibals, their song in 1989, She Drives Me Crazy, was their biggest hit. On this date, 1960, David Steele was born. On this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1990, where this artist went #1 on the U.S. singles charts with this song. John Bon Jovi went #1 on the U.S. singles charts with his song Blaze of Glory. #2 on the UK charts. The track appeared in the motion picture Young Guns 2, for which it was originally recorded. On this day, 35 years ago, John Bon Jovi went #1 with Blaze of Glory. And it was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in 2020, where this composer, singer, songwriter, arranger, producer, saxophonist, he did it all, co-founding member of this group, his name was Ronald Bell. He died on this day, 2020. He wrote and produced many of the Kool and the Gang songs, including Celebration, Cherish, Jungle Boogie, and Summer Madness. He said his favorite song was Celebration, which he wrote after picking up a Bible in a hotel room. On this day, 2020, Ronald Bell died at the age of 68, a co-founder of Kool and the Gang.
Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it.
There you go, Ronald Bell, John Bon Jovi, and David Steele from Fine Young Cannibals made their mark on this date, September 8th, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. We're back in 90 seconds right here on The Joe Show.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Brightleaf Golf Resort invites local golfers to come out and enjoy golf. Monday through Thursday, play with cart for just $45. Friday through Sunday is $50. Try our par 3 at night. And when you're hungry, swing by the 19th Hole Restaurant. Brightleaf Golf Resort in Harrodsburg.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We got top hour news coming your way next, right here on The Joe Show. WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. And we're going to have, coming up at 9:10, we've got Clark Hanna's son, Matthew Hanna, is going to be on here with us this morning for a Medicare Monday. Linda Pike in here in studio with him as well. We'll have a Medicare Monday at 9:10. And at 9:35 this morning, it's Ben Coran for a Gathering Place, Senior Activity Center and Adult Day Healthcare Center this morning at 9:35. That's what we have coming up in the next hour here on The Joe Show. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful week of weather expected as well. Sunshine and 77 degrees is your high today, and approaching potential record lows in the evening hours at some points across the state, with 47 being the low here later on tonight. 3 hours in, 1 hour to go. It's 9 o'clock.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says foreign companies need to hire and train American workers and respect immigration laws following a raid at a Hyundai manufacturing facility in Georgia.
If you don't have people in this country right now that know about batteries, maybe we should help them along and let some people come in and train our people.
Trump later wrote Sunday on Truth Social, I'm hereby calling on all foreign companies investing in the United States to please respect our nation's immigration laws. He went on to say that their investments are welcomed, and he encourages them to legally bring their, in his words, very smart people, and he plans to make it quick and legally possible for them to do so as long as they hire and train American workers. President Trump is pushing back against claims he's going to war with the city of Chicago. Rory O'Neill reports.
President Trump says any idea that his administration is planning a war with Chicago is, quote, fake news. But in a Truth Social post that referenced Apocalypse Now, the president wrote Saturday, quote, Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, unquote.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says he's confident the Supreme Court will rule President Trump's global tariffs are legal, but if it doesn't, he warns the Treasury could have to hand out massive refunds.
I am confident that we will win at the Supreme Court
but there are numerous other avenues that we can take.
Trump has asked the high court for an expedited ruling after a lower court found the tariffs to be illegal. The World Health Organization says there's a need to protect public health excellence at the U.S. CDC. In a Sunday ex-post, the WHO director said the work of the U.S. CDC has been invaluable and must be protected. His comments come after the CDC director was fired by HHS Secretary RFK Jr. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
To provide a better life for your family. The only problem is that you now have a tax bill that you can't afford to pay. The IRS is now threatening to garnish your wages and put a levy on your bank account. You can't ignore the IRS. They won't go away on their own. You need help, and you need it now. Call the Tax Pros at United Tax Fix today. Call 800-762-2768. That's 800-762-2768.
Want to connect your business with thousands of engaged local consumers in one unforgettable evening? Join us at Wine on the River Louisville on October 11th at the Belvedere, a premier tasting event where wine, food, music, and community come together. As a vendor or sponsor, you'll gain valuable exposure, build brand awareness, and create lasting impressions with a crowd that loves to support local. Ready to pour into something big? Visit wineontheriverlou.com to inquire today. That's wineontheriverlou.com.
In New York, there's concern on Long Island after sightings of ICE agents outside of a school. Scott Pringle reports.
In a letter to parents, the superintendent says ICE has not been on school property and they cannot say the reason for ICE being in the area. Ahmad Perez with a group called ICE Look Forward has pictures of masked ICE agents seen near Brentwood High School on the first day of classes last week and outside of the school administration building.
We know at this time that there was at least one parent that was detained and arrested after dropping off their 16-year-old child to school at Brentwood.
He says that is sparking concerns within the community. He says it's the first time that ICE agents have been spotted outside of schools on Long Island.
The Los Angeles Police Department is no longer providing security for former Vice President Kamala Harris. Daniel Martindale with more.
The LAPD, along with the CHP, started providing security for Harris last Monday after President Trump revoked her Secret Service protection. In the following days, the LAPD faced backlash, with critics saying officers were being diverted from crime suppression duties to protect Harris, who lives in Brentwood. The LA Times, citing sources, reports officers assigned to protect Harris were in fact pulled away from other responsibilities in the San Fernando Valley. The Los Angeles Police Protective League also criticized the arrangement, saying Harris is a multimillionaire who can afford her own private security.
The Tony Award-winning Broadway show Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club will end its run a month earlier than planned as star Billy Porter deals with a serious health issue. Natalie Migliori reports.
The production will come to a close on September 21st instead of October 19th after Porter was diagnosed with sepsis, a dangerous condition involving the body's improper response to infection. Understudies will take over Porter's MC role for the final 2 weeks alongside Marisha Wallace as Sally Bowles. Porter's reportedly expected to make a full recovery.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
President Trump is now talking about a midterm election convention. I think it's a great idea, again, thinking out of the box. And he's calling for a 2026 pre-midterm convention, which will energize and, frankly, reinforce. I mean, he's moving so fast that it's kind of hard for people to keep up. And heading into the fall next year, having, fresh in your mind all of the things that they've accomplished, I think would be a good thing. Anyway, with the GOP victories, if we don't hold on to the House and Senate, it's going to be one impeachment after impeachment after impeachment.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
When was the last time you bragged about your wireless company? Like, did you know my wireless company gave away 1,000 American flags to deserving veterans and forgave $10 million in veterans' debt? Did you know that my wireless company raised almost $500,000 to prevent vet suicide? In other words, when your wireless company is pure talk, there's a whole lot to brag about.
You can even brag about the coverage you get with Pure Talk. They use the same 5G network, the same cell towers as all the big carriers. And guess what? The average family saves over $1,000 a year. You can get unlimited talk and text, plenty of data, $25 a month. That's saving everybody a fortune. Make the switch. It's simple, fast, easy. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, keyword save now from our friends at Pure Talk.
At Monticello Bank, helping your business thrive is our business. We offer a variety of products designed to make banking easier. Whether your company is large or small, you can count on us to provide accounts, loans, and other services built around the way you do business, including e-deposit, our remote deposit capture system, and merchant processing. Speak with one of our representatives and let us help you solve your business financial needs today. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC, equal housing lender on the Danville Bypass.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Save now on Bob Allen's selection of new 25 GMC Sierra 2500 HDs. Most models available below $50,000. Over 40 in stock to choose from. Stock M25512. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncy, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. 2 people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested 2 people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather is expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Rayleigh, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris, and they'll give you a free quote, 859-236-6686. 86. All right, sunshine, a high of 77, low tonight of 47. Tomorrow, sunshine and 82, low of 54. Wednesday, sunshine and 84. It's 9:11 in the morning, 53 degrees. It is a Medicare Monday. To make this segment official, here's Jim Parman.
The following is a paid program.
Told you, and we welcome on to the show. We've got Matt Hanna, the son of Clark Hanna, who's in studio. And Matt has a guest alongside him today. Matt, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Introduce your guest to us, Matt. Tell us who's alongside you today.
This is Cole Lawson. He is the broker manager for Devoted. They are a MAPD insurance carrier. They were brand new to Kentucky this past year, and this upcoming year for 2026, they will be in Boyle County, so that is huge.
Yeah, so our listeners will get a chance then when open enrollment starts up to be able to choose from a variety of plans that Devoted will offer as well. Happy to have Cole in studio this morning. Matt, first of all, let's start off with you. Usually Clark is in studio. Clark's got other business to attend to today, and so Matt walked in, and Matt got here early. Matt got here so early he beat the Burke's Bakery donuts. That's how early Matt was here. And big things, though, going on, Matt, with you all's office, including the hiring of a new agent, which is exciting. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so we hired a new agent. His name is Carlos. So his first language is Spanish. So they are a bunch of Hispanic individuals in Kentucky, and I don't speak Spanish, and he has that niche. So we thought it would be a great idea for him to use that opportunity. So, So the ability now to reach out to Spanish-speaking individuals, and certainly they need to be able to pick out the plan. Yeah, and someone that can speak to them in their own language and be able to work through that with them. And so Carlos has started off. How long has Carlos been there now? He about a month.
Okay,
now.
So he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing good. So he is all licensed, and we're putting them in certain Hispanic Martins so you can have a good AP and all of that. So,
well, good stuff. So for those listening, if you've got friends, maybe your kids go to school with Spanish-speaking individuals, people, and they're looking for Medicare plans, this is what then would you call Clark, I guess? Is that how you get it set up? Okay.
Call Clark or call Linda,
okay.
And we will give them Carlos's contact information and go from there.
There you go. We love it. That's awesome. We've got, obviously, as Matt said, a high contingent of Spanish-speaking people here in the area, even in the Danville County area. So that's awesome that you all offer that, Matt, and looking forward to meeting Carlos. We'll have to get him on the radio one day. Yeah, good stuff. Open enrollment is coming up. Matt, tell us the dates when people on Medicare can start to look at the plans that they want to search through and pick that specific plan, or even set up a meeting with you or Clark to make sure that plan is the perfect one for them.
So when we can talk about it is October 1st. So that is the first day we can talk about plans in 2026. When we can sign you up on those plans, it starts October 15th. They are a bunch of new plans. Within this industry, as Clark has mentioned before, it's changing a lot, and for the good, in my opinion. And I brought Cole on today because they are, in my opinion, one of the best insurance carriers in the state, and Clark sold a lot of them last year. So, and with them being in Boyle County, I think it's going to be huge. Yes. So
tell us, Matt, when October the 1st hits and people can start looking at plans and making that decision, should they go ahead, I assume, and call now for an appointment with Clark to make sure, or you to make sure that
So what we try to do, we call it a evaluation. Basically see all the medications they are on, their doctors, all of that, and we basically are able to see what plan best fits them, and then when October 15th comes, we can sign them up on that plan. So,
okay. There you go. And Devoted will be one of those carriers now that you can pick from. And Cole joins us in studio this morning. And Cole, we're happy to have you aboard the show. Is this your radio debut this morning?
This is. My wife's always told me I have a face for radio, so I'm glad to get to try it out this morning.
I've heard that about myself, too. So join the club, I guess, there, Cole. Happy to have you aboard. Introduce yourself, Cole. Who are you? Where are you from? And tell us about Devoted.
Yeah, so my name is Cole Lawson. I live in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, so not too far down the road. I've been with Devoted for 1.5 years now. A lot of people haven't heard about us yet, and we were started back in 2017 by two brothers, Ed and Todd Park. They actually created a company called Athena Health back in the 90s as the first cloud-based electronic medical records system.
Oh, wow.
And then that was actually the top IPO on the NASDAQ in the 90s. And then they sold that. Ed stuck around and worked for the company for a while, and Todd actually became the first chief tech officer under President Obama at the White House and helped fix healthcare.gov. And then once their parents started to age into Medicare, they were helping them through that process and kind of were shell-shocked at, the things that were available to them, and, really thought, we can improve on this, we can make it better. So they started Devoted in 2017, launched the first state in 2019 in Florida.
Okay.
And now we're expanded into 20 states as of 2025.
Wow. Now, you all expanded into Kentucky last year, is that correct? Was your first time in Kentucky? How many counties did you all start off with?
Correct. First time in Kentucky, and we are in 57 counties currently.
Wow. So that includes this year's expansion, right?
No.
So right now 57, but you're expanding to how many this year?
So we'll be expanding into 35 new counties this upcoming year.
You're going to hit the 120 here over the next couple of years. You're going to get to 120 of them.
That's the goal. We want to have the entire state. We're very excited about the opportunities that we have here in Kentucky.
Well, you had mentioned that maybe not a lot of people have heard of Devoted, and that makes sense for us here in Boyle County because you all are not available yet to people in Boyle County, but will be this in 2026 when plans go into effect. Tell us what you want people to know about Devoted.
So the thing that I think is the most important is the customer aspect side of things. When seniors have issues that come up, they need those things answered quickly. So over 80% of the time when they call us, we answer in 30 seconds or less.
Wow.
And the person that's speaking speaks English. That's their first language.
Yeah.
All of our member service guides are actually employed by Devoted. So we don't outsource any of our member service guides.
So if someone calls Devoted, like by phone, you say 80% of calls are answered within a half a minute.
Over 80%, yes.
Wow. I mean, think about, you may start off on hold or whatever, but 30 seconds, that's kind of the 80% mark is 30 seconds on hold?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And I think the longest I test this when I'm talking to people. I think the longest I've been on hold is 33 seconds.
That's like, so I went to a drive-thru on Saturday, and it took a little bit for me to get around, and I made it to the window. And a lot of drive-thru windows, you can see their little screen up top for how long cars have been waiting. And my car was up, and I'd been waiting like 4.5 minutes. By the time I got my food. You all screens are like at 30 to 35 seconds. You said the longest you ever had to wait was 33 seconds, so you all are doing much better than the drive-thru I was in Saturday night.
Yeah.
in delivering that to customers.
And we do a lot of things differently. So when you look at the national carriers, they have one call rep for every 2,500 lives. We have one call rep for every 500. So we prioritize that member experience. We want them to have a great experience from the beginning.
Well, that's reminiscent of like parents will pick schools for their kids that have the teacher-student ratio, whatever. Like you'd rather have a lower ratio. 1 to 15 sounds a lot better than 1 to 30, right? Exactly. There's one teacher for every 15 students. For you all, you said the typical one is one call rep for every 2,500 members?
That's with the national carriers, yes.
And you all are one for every 500.
Correct.
Yeah, so there you go. Devoted, again, brand new to Boyle County. You'll be able to see their plans as open enrollment comes open. You'll be able to see the plans October 1st and make those decisions on those plans beginning on October the 15th. It's 9:20 in the morning. We'll step aside. We'll come back and finish up the conversation with Cole and with Matt on a Medicare Monday. Coming up next on the Joe Show, it's 9:20 in the morning and 53 degrees in Danville.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well,
I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
It's September, and this Friday, Harrodsburg will celebrate a great occasion. David Hopewell, State Farm Insurance Agent, will be celebrating his 40th year as an agent in Harrodsburg. David has always been like a good neighbor and willing to help and serve his community. Come and help celebrate this great occasion. WHBN will be broadcasting live this Friday from 11 to 2 to celebrate with great burgers, hot dogs, Pepsi products, and also don't forget to register for great giveaways. David Hopewell, State Farm Insurance, located on South College Street next to Community Trust Bank in Harrodsburg. And like a good neighbor, Jake from State Farm may be there.
Serving Boyle County seniors a gathering place.
Our Meals on Wheels program is designed for seniors 60 and up in Boyle County who struggle with food insecurity. If you think you may be eligible, call us at 859-236-2070, thegatheringplace.org, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more info.
Serving Boyle County seniors a gathering place.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Hey, 9:23 in the morning, 54 degrees. It is a Medicare Monday with Matt Hanna and with Cole. Cole, what's your last name?
Lawson.
Cole Lawson. From Devoted Health here in studio, and we were talking about Devoted and brand new carrier going to be open to Boyle County residents beginning in 2026, but you make the decision in 2025, and the plans start January 1st, 26,
Yep,
right? Is that right?
correct.
I'm starting to get these dates down after about a year and a half or so of talking with Clark a couple times a month. So what about some of the other counties in the area that you all are expanding to, Cole, around us? And you got Mercer and Garrett and Lincoln and Washington and Marion, and I mean, you may already be in some of those as of now. Anderson County, Jessamine, Fayette. What about those?
Yep. So our bigger areas are the Louisville area, and then we expanded into Nelson County this year.
Okay.
Basically from Nelson County over towards Lexington.
Okay. What is it about? You said you started in the bigger areas. What is it about this area that you all are excited about, the Danville area?
You know, we've got some interesting things that we're doing with some of our plans and benefits this upcoming year, and we're excited for the opportunity to help those people that are in some of the counties outside of the bigger cities that typically don't get the help and the benefits that they really should.
Yeah. What's the conversation look like, Cole, when you're you represent Devoted, you believe in your product, you know you all do a good job. I assume it's up to the broker what plans, what companies they want to carry. Is that how that works? And so you maybe meet with Clark and you kind of spell out the benefits of, hey, this is Devoted, this is what we do, and then Clark's like, sounds good to me, I think you all do a great job. Is that how that works?
Yeah, essentially yes. So it kind of goes into the story that I shared with you about Ed and Todd and just how we were founded, the mission that we have, which is to treat all members like a member of our actual family.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we give them all the information that they need, and they go out and share that with the people in the area.
There you go. I asked Matt if he had any stories specifically about Devoted, and he said he's got one from Clark that he knows that Devoted helped an individual out in helping them save money with a plan that they picked. They picked Devoted over or changed their plan or whatever and saved them money. Tell us about that, Matt.
Yeah, so there were two instances. The first one is she was an older lady. She was on a bunch of drugs. And she was on a Humana plan, and it did the job, but there was high drug costs. Dad did a evaluation and ran all of her drugs over like $8,500 in savings off drugs.
Wow.
Just by changing the plan. So that's one instance. With another instance, someone had surgery about the day of the surgery. They canceled it. Surgery.
They canceled the surgery?
Yep.
Okay.
Because they were on Devoted Health for whatever reason when the hospital accepted it. One of the higher members of Devoted called that guest
Oh, wow.
and said, "Hey, we are sorry. We're fixing it." And they fixed it, and they were able to get their surgery, I think that following week. So
wow.
It really just shows that, their first priority is the member, because as it should be.
I mean, you talk about customer service, right? And you got people calling the member who had their surgery canceled, be like, "Hey, we're going to take care of this to make sure, because we know that this hospital takes this plan. We know that you're covered. We're going to make sure that this is taken care of." When you hear those stories, saving people $8,500, the customer service, those are stories you probably hadn't heard. Tell us about those, Cole.
Yeah, some of these stories I do hear, and it just lets me know that I'm in the right place doing the right things with the right company. I actually used to be an insurance broker here in Kentucky, did that for almost 10 years. I had offers with other companies, and the one with Devoted, it was very different, and I'm very happy with the decision that I've made, and the way that we treat the members here. It's an astonishing thing that we're doing.
Again, beginning in 2026, but you'll be able to see those October the 1st. Devoted will be covered here. Boyle County residents will be covered, I should say, by Devoted. When you're looking at Medicare plans, Matt, if people want to start setting up appointments with Clark or with you or with Carlos, again, tell us what the best number they can call to get in touch with you all.
So it will be, Clark's number is 502-471-1034, and my phone number is 502-407-6094. Yep, you call us anytime, 7 days a week. We're always available.
Yeah, and you all, I mean, we've heard stories talking about customer service. Seems like a match made in heaven with Clark and Devoted, because we've heard stories of Clark like driving to people's houses on Sundays because they got what they thought was a bill, and it said this is not a bill on the top of it. But Clark making sure that person, can rest easy that night, knowing, hey, look, I'll come, we'll look at it together. It's a Sunday afternoon, but I'm driving down right now. We'll look at it together. So match made in heaven, Devoted and Clark Hanna.
Absolutely, and I greatly appreciate the partnership that I have with Matt and his dad, Clark. They're fantastic people, and they really do the right things for the people they meet with, and I'm happy to be a partner of theirs.
Cole, tell us how people can find out more information about Devoted Help.
Yeah, so you can reach out to Matt and Clark with their phone numbers. They'll be more than happy to tell you about it. Or if you'd like to do some research on yourself, you can search Ed and Todd Park on YouTube or go to devoted.com.
There you go, devoted.com. I'm on the website right now, and across the top bar here, join a plan, find doctors and drugs, my plan and benefits, and member support. And so if you have any questions, devoted.com, or call Clark or Matt or Linda. They'd love to talk to you. With open enrollment starting plans on October 1st, and can begin choosing those plans on October the 15th. Matt, Cole, appreciate you all being on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. 9:30 in the morning, and bottom hour news with the Kentucky News Network is coming your way. And then for the first time in like a month, we're going to have Ben Garant with us in studio with a Gathering Place, Senior Activity Center, and Adult Day Healthcare Center. It's coming up next on The Joe Show.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The UK student athlete who's charged in the death of her newborn infant is no longer a student at the University of Kentucky.
It's a horrifying tragedy, and now a spokesperson for the University of Kentucky confirms 21-year-old Laken Snelling has withdrawn from the school. She's facing multiple criminal charges, including abuse of a corpse and evidence tampering, after her newborn baby's body was found in a closet of a home on Park Avenue in Lexington. Snelling allegedly admitted to concealing the baby's birth and hiding all evidence in that trash bag. Her first court appearance is set for later this month. I'm Jack Crumley.
An investigation is underway after a woman was found dead inside a Laurel County home after it caught fire. The sheriff's office reported to a Cassidy Road home for a house fire Saturday afternoon around 2:30. That's where they found 58-year-old Deborah K. Moore dead. Her cause of death has yet to be established at this time as the investigation continues. Meantime, a Covington-born beer brand is now valued in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Garage Beer, created by Braxton Brewing in Covington, has landed its first institutional investment. The Cincinnati Business Courier reports New York-based Durational Capital Management has taken a major stake, a deal that puts the brand's value at about $200 million. Garage Beer started in 2018 and quickly became the best-selling craft lager in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Today, it claims to be the fastest-growing independent beer brand in the country. The new funding will boost marketing, sales, and national distribution. NFL stars Jason and Travis Kelce are already part owners, and industry veterans from Constellation Brands and Pabst Blue Ribbon are joining the board. I'm Travis Laird.
It's time to start another work week, Kentucky. Your average gas prices in the Commonwealth is $2.91, and that's compared to the national average of $3.20. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is the place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails too, braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
I'm Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom. As summer ends and the school year begins, stress and anxiety can start to build for students, parents, and teachers alike. If this season is taking a toll on your mental health, you are not alone. The Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit is here to help, whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or just need to talk to someone. Our team is trained, compassionate, and ready to respond. Call the Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit today, 859-238-1134, because your mental health matters.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a man who was found with a handgun and body armor on him. It happened on Thursday when deputies pulled a vehicle over being driven by Christopher Rogers. Rogers, who's initially from Maryland, was arrested for having a handgun on him while having violent felony convictions, including arson and battery. This arrest led deputies to execute a search warrant on Rogers' home in Perryville, where they found 5 more handguns, 5 rifles, and 3 sets of body armor. Rogers was arrested and was lodged in the Boyle County Jail. The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have the regular scheduled meeting Tuesday morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from Recycling Director Angie Muncie, CVB Director Kendall Clinton, as well as proclamations for Patriot Day, HR Day, IT Day, and Deaf Awareness Week. It's Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. Danville is a finalist in Southern Living South's Best 2026, and now you can help vote for Danville. Danville is up for 2 different categories, South's Best Small Town and South's Best College Towns. You can vote for Danville online at the Southern Living website by going to southernliving.com. The winners not only gives the city notoriety, but if you vote, you'll be entered for a chance to win $10,000. Again, that's southernliving.com. Lincoln County welcomes their students back to school. After about a month delay due to construction issues, students are heading back to school at Lincoln County today. Lincoln County Schools says there's been a significant amount of work done in a short amount of time, and while a lot of that work has been complete, they do say some work continues as the school year begins. Two people in Harrodsburg were arrested after a search warrant turned up drugs. Harrodsburg police executed a search warrant and arrested two people, Eric and Ashley Kaufman. Eric was arrested on criminal abuse, possession of child pornography, and drug offenses, while Ashley was arrested on first-degree criminal abuse charges. They were both lodged in the Jessamine County Jail, and investigators say additional charges or arrests may also be made. Weather's expected to be phenomenal for us this week with dry conditions to boot. We'll see sunshine with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s and lows down in the 40s in the evening hours. We are back in the mid-80s by the middle of the week and maybe even upper 80s by the time we get to Friday. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with an array of fresh cargo scents for your car for just $1.99. Tantalizing tarts, $7.99. Delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99. Large jars $25.99. Grand candy jars for $89.99. And a large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across the Boyle County Fairgrounds on the bypass for an exhilarating experience like no other.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Well, that's awfully nice of you there, Rayleigh. Brought to you by the Little Sign Shop under new owners and operators. Little Sign Shop has got you covered. Full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. In Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet, call them 859-238-7391. Sunshine, a high today of 77, a low tonight of 47. Tomorrow, you get sunshine at 82. Wednesday, sunshine at 84. I wish Sunday was in 3 days. It means today will be Friday again. Thursday, sunshine 87. Friday, sunny and 87 for a football Friday. Right now, it's 9:38 in the morning, and guess who's back? Ben Garant, back in studio with us after about a month layoff.
Yeah. How we doing?
I'm doing good, but remember, we have to make this segment official.
Oh, yeah. Jim?
The following is a paid program.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you for that, Jim. Ben, what's been going on? It's been too long.
Yeah, we had a holiday weekend in there, and I was out of town for a vacation, and I think I was sick one of them.
And I was sick on Monday.
Yeah, we just couldn't get it together,
We finally have.
August was a rough month for the old Mathis and Garant boys.
Yeah, well, glad to have you back. I want you to walk me through, Ben, every single day since you've missed, starting off with August the 1st.
Okay, well, August the 1st, I woke up, we're not going to do that. That would be terribly boring.
It looks like you all have been up to some good shenanigans at a gathering place.
Yeah, there's been quite the few shenanigans.
Having a lot of fun. Let's give a shout out. We have not talked about this. You had a employee celebrating her 32nd work anniversary. Is that
32 years.
Christy. Way to go, Christy.
Yeah.
What's Christy's role there?
She is the activities coordinator for our adult day health care.
Okay.
And she has been there 32 years, and her mother worked there, her grandmother worked there, and now her daughter works there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's in the family.
It is.
Yes.
It's in the blood.
Happy 32nd work anniversary. That was back later in August to Christy. Ben, what's been going on there at a gathering place? What have y'all been working on? How's things there? Like I said, it's been a month, so tell us what's up.
Yeah, we've been busy, and like I said, I've been in and out either with a vacation or a sickness, and so I'm a little behind the 8 ball, trying to play a little catch up this week. But things are going great. Our adult day health care is hopping. We've got a new set of hands back there. We've got a new helper that has come on staff and is doing a great job. And,
okay.
So we are currently accepting more folks. So if you think you or your family or someone you know may benefit from our adult day health care service, I would encourage you to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a call at 859-236-2070 and speak with Norma, and we can get that ball rolling.
All right, let's talk about adult day health care then. If you know someone that you think may benefit from that, who qualifies to come to adult day health care, Ben?
If you are an adult with special needs, ages 21 and up.
That's it?
That's it. Most of our folks are on some type of waiver, whether it's Michelle P., support for community living, or home community-based waiver. But we do take folks in that are just looking for a private pay situation, and that's a very reasonable rate. And so if you are interested in checking us out, I would really encourage you to come visit and see. And I think you'll be amazed at the quality of care and how much fun they have. I mean, they really they have a ball.
Yeah. People, I'm sure, Ben, that maybe have individuals that would qualify and they want to check out the adult day health care, but they don't know full-fledged how much maybe the loved one in their life will like it or whatever. They can come test drive it for a couple days, right? See how they like it.
Yeah, come give us a whirl.
And then different schedules may accommodate different things. Maybe mom or dad or caretaker can be there certain days of the week but can't other days, and that's certainly applicable and can help people out that way too, right?
Yeah, the program's Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, but let's say maybe you just need Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or, Tuesdays and Thursdays, or
Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Or Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Or Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Or Monday afternoons, Tuesday mornings, midday Thursday, and all day Friday.
So you can even customize it even down to that. Specify it like certain. I need them maybe Wednesday afternoon from 12 until close, and Thursday morning from 8 until noon or something like that.
We have folks that do that.
Good. For sure. So, again, that's the adult health care side of things. Senior side of things, man. When do they meet and qualify for that?
If you're age 60 and up, you qualify. Our seniors meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they meet starting about 8:30-ish.
So they're there right now?
Yeah, they're there right now. And we've got a new activities coordinator that's getting things organized and lined up for the fall, and so we're excited to have her on board as well, and we're going to be kind of ramping some things up in that program, which is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Meals on Wheels is busy.
Yeah, how's that going?
Our numbers are actually down a little bit, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That means that hopefully it means that there's less need, and we don't really have anybody on our waiting list. But we certainly have the capacity to serve more. So if you are out there in the listening public and you think you might qualify or benefit from Meals on Wheels, give us a call, and we can direct you to the ADRC, which is the Aging Disability Resource Center, and they will start the intake process on that program.
I know you all have the full functioning kitchen there now. And the goal was, I think, at some point to begin making the meals in-house. What's the process on that looking like right now?
Well, we're still under contract with the current provider,
right.
So that's something that we are currently working on, trying to hammer that date down and figure out when we can make that start to happen.
So who's going to be cooking the meals, making the meals?
We're hiring you.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is what I need a second job. Yes.
It's hot dogs and mac and cheese. That's all
every single day, boxed Kraft macaroni and cheese and hot dogs that I'll boil on the stovetop.
I mean, do you have to boil them?
Rebecca's the same way. I don't think she ever boiled hot dogs growing up, but that's the way we always ate them in our house.
You ate them wrong.
We boiled them. Well, we didn't really have a grill back then.
Yeah.
We got a grill later on when I was older. So boiling hot dogs, you're a kid, you don't care just as long as it's a hot dog.
Kids
you
are
need the
dumb.
bun, right? Yeah. Just cut them up in pieces and
don't
watch
choke
me
to
dip
death.
them in ketchup. Yeah. This boiled meat tube.
There's an age-old debate. Does ketchup belong on a hot dog?
Yes, it does. And now I know people who are adamantly against that, but I think you can put whatever you want to on your hot dog.
I mean, it is your hot dog.
I don't think pickle relish belongs on anything, quite frankly, because pickles are gross. But if you want to put it on your hot dog, then Ben, more power to you.
Yeah.
Perfect hot dog, though. Chili, diced onions, cheese, like shredded cheese, mustard.
Okay.
You wouldn't put, ketchup on a chili dog doesn't make sense.
No.
But mustard in a chili dog.
Mustard on a chili dog makes sense.
That would be my preferred way of eating a hot dog.
I haven't had a good chili dog in a long time. Hey, you want a good chili dog? If you're ever in Middlesboro, Kentucky.
I find myself there quite often.
Which is the only city in the country that is built entirely within a crater.
Yeah, I knew that. It's in Bell County, for those wondering.
Yes. And there's a restaurant there called Conley's Drive-In. And my grandfather actually started that, and they still make the same chili for the chili dogs that was his recipe way back in the day. So,
do you get the family discount? Do they know who you are when you walk in?
When I've gone and I'm told, because there's a little menu and it has a little about us, and Scott Conley founded it. Blah blah blah.
And that's your grandpa?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that was my granddad. They're like, oh, that's great. What do you have? So
they don't care.
They're busy. They don't really care.
Yeah.
But it is kind of neat to go there for the.
So was the chili dogs their thing that they're known for?
Chili dogs good. Cheeseburgers great. But the chili.
So it's just kind of like one of those greasy, sloppy, good, down home, give it to me eating restaurants.
Yeah, but you don't sit there. It is a true drive-in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you eat in your car?
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
You cannot go inside. There's no place.
I don't like to talk to people anyway.
Yeah.
Eat in my car by myself.
That's right.
All right, so Conley's in Middlesboro. Shout out to them.
There you go.
It's 9:47 in the morning. If you have any questions about a gathering place, 859-236-2070, 236-2070 for a gathering place. A true false quiz with Ben. It's been a while. It's coming up next on the Joe Show.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
The Bread of Life Cafe in Casey County, Highway 127, proudly serves several all-you-can-eat buffets. Start out with the lunch buffet, $13.99. Thursday, after 4, seniors 55 and older can experience the buffet for $9.99. Friday, after 4, swimming for the seafood buffet, $19.99. Saturday morning breakfast buffet, 7 till 10:30, $10.99. And Saturday, after 4, make your way to the evening buffet for $14.99. Feed your tummy and your soul with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday night, Friday and Saturday till 9.
Join the Danville Boyle County Humane Society and Bob Allen Motor Mall for Whiskers and Wits. Laugh for a Cause on Saturday, October 11th. Host Maria Montgomery will MC an unforgettable evening of comedy, generosity, and compassion. There'll be an online auction with incredible prizes and guest appearances from some four-legged friends. Plus, enjoy popcorn and drinks with fellow animal lovers. All proceeds benefit the Danville Boyle County Humane Society. For tickets, call 859-238-1117 or visit dbchs.org.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Hey, it's 9:50 in the morning. Ben Grant.
But it's 5 o'clock somewhere, according to that song.
Yeah, well, we'll have to look at the time zone. Somewhere it's 5:49.
That is one Alan Jackson with James Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to see him in concert? I'm guessing you probably didn't.
Not Jimmy Buffett. Now, I was going to go see an Alan Jackson concert. He was in Elizabethtown probably 7 or 8 years ago.
I've seen Alan Jackson, yeah. But, yeah, I've seen Jimmy Buffett a couple of times.
A big party?
Oh, it was a fantastic show. So much fun.
The last concert I went to, what was that? Big name concert. I feel like I've been to one. Well, I went to see a Beatles cover band, but that's not big name. I want to say the last big-name concert I went to may have been George Strait at the Yum Center.
Yeah, I think mine was Tyler Childers.
Well, mine was like 10 years ago, 2015. Surely I've been to one since then.
Yeah, this was...
Oh, no. I've been to
7 or 8
Norton
years
Center.
ago.
I mean, I saw Allman Betts revival at Norton Center.
Oh, man.
That was awesome.
I bet that was.
Saw Crystal Gale at Norton Center. I like Crystal Gale a lot.
Yeah?
Country music. Crystal Gale. Hair's still down
Wasn't she
to
country when country wasn't cool?
That's Barbara Mandrell.
Yeah, I get them mixed up.
But I saw Crystal Gale in concert. So I guess I've seen some big names since 2015.
She's Loretta Lynn's sister, is she not?
Yes, yeah, and they brought out the other sister, Patty Sue or something like that.
You know, my mom's family, the other side of it, no, I guess it was her dad's side of it. The ones that moved to Middlesboro, they grew up in Van Leer and just around the corner from Butcher Holler. So my great-uncle Stuart and my granddaddy and all them, they knew the Lynn family.
And then they started up a chili dog restaurant.
Yeah. That's how it works.
What? That's quite a life.
I mean, what else you want to know? What other odd facts you
Yeah,
want to know
Ben's
about my
giving us
family?
the family tree history here.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, we got a true-false quiz for
All right,
you.
lay it on me.
You're 146 for 167 here in 2025. We'll see how many of these you can get true or false.
True or false?
True or false.
Do I get a bonus this time since I missed it?
Nope. Not my fault you missed the bonus day. I was here. No, I wasn't actually. I wasn't here.
Yeah,
that was the
you
Monday
weren't
I was,
here.
That was the Monday I was sick.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess I will. Yeah, I'll give you a bonus.
Okay,
then.
cool.
I'll give you the bonus fact today, and then we'll give you one the 29th, too.
All right,
to
rock
make
on.
up for August, and then September's 29th, so last Monday. All right, here we go. Question number 1. The first ballpoint pen was invented for airplane pilots. True or false? First ballpoint pen created for airplane pilots.
I want to say it was for the space program, but I'm going to say true.
Well, I played the sound and I had it turned down. Let's try that again. What is this? That's the Lumineers playing in the background. Let me turn that off. It's a catastrophe here. Absolutely correct, Ben. Laszlo Biro created it in 1938 because fountain pens leaked at high altitudes.
Hey, there you go.
So
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, you said for astronauts, and had you said false for astronauts, it would have been you would have got it wrong. Luckily, you said
Well,
true.
astronauts are pilots.
Yeah, that's true. They're not airplane pilots though; they're spaceship pilots.
Well, it didn't specify.
Yeah, I said airplane pilots.
Okay. So it's
Yeah, well, you got it wrong. Or you got it right. Okay. 1 for 1. Question
Number two.
Your brain uses more energy when you think hard.
False.
True or false? Absolutely correct. Yeah, brain energy consumption remains relatively constant regardless of the mental activity level.
Yeah.
My receptors is busted.
I was thinking about that the other day. My receptors is busted.
Question number 3.
Number 3.
Eating late at night automatically makes you gain weight.
That's false.
True or false? You're going false. It certainly is not good for you, though. Weight gain depends on total calories consumed, not the timing of meals.
That's true.
You burn more calories than you take in.
Also, if you work night shift and you eat late at night, that's normal.
That's true.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's right. Eat late at
So
night. It doesn't even
that's
mean
just-
you're getting ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
They made it sound like they tricked you. You were on it.
I'm on it. Like a monkey on a cupcake.
3 for 3. Y'all know how monkeys are drawing cupcakes.
You ever seen a monkey eat a cupcake?
I haven't.
It's interesting.
Is there a video of that?
I'm just making
I
stuff
think it
up.
was on YouTube when you were down bad sick.
No, I'm making stuff up.
Question number 4. The first elevator was steam powered. True or false?
Ooh, that's probably true.
Absolutely correct. Elisha Otis's 1853 elevator used steam power before electric motors were invented.
I believe that company still exists.
Otis elevators?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You are now 4 for 4. Question number 5. Your hair can turn white overnight from shock.
True.
True or false? You're going true. That is absolutely incorrect, Ben. Hair color cannot change that quickly. It's medically impossible.
That's false.
I mean, like, you can't naturally change that quickly. You can't go to bed shocked and wake up the next morning with white hair, Ben. Sure, you understand that.
Yes, you can.
I can't believe you answered that true, to be quite honest.
I think I misheard it.
That might be the worst one you've ever gotten wrong. Question number 5.
Shut up, Joe.
The word butterfly comes from the Old English belief that butterflies stole milk and butter. It's like an old wives' tale, you know.
I was always under the impression that originally it was called Flutterby, and at some point
they got the letters confused. Like you would be Gin Grant is
Yeah.
what you were born, but at some point down the road, someone called you Ben Grant. Like I was Mojathis. And someone got it confused and called me Joe Math. It's been that way ever since.
I'm
Same thing,
going
Flutterby.
to say that's weird enough to be true.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Yeah, an old English folklore, I guess, belief that butterflies stole milk and butter. I don't know what's the milk headed. It's not called a buttermilk fly. It's called a butterfly.
I don't know.
They should call it a buttermilk fly. It stole milk and butter.
True.
All right, question number 7.
But did it still buttermilk?
It did. Well, no. It stole milk and butter.
Yeah.
Buttermilk. Question number 7. 5 for 6. Your teeth start developing before you're born from the 6th week of pregnancy.
Ooh, I don't know about the week. But I think that's true.
Absolutely correct. 6th week of pregnancy, teeth start to form. The first video game controller was invented in 1958 for a game called Tennis for Two. True.
Which was a precursor to Pong, probably. I don't know about I'm going to say true.
You're going true, Ben. That is absolutely, positively, indecisively correct, Ben. And I'm just playing some video game music because you got it right. You are now 7 for 8, Ben. Question number 9. A single raindrop can fall at speeds up to 50 miles per hour. True or false?
Oh, gosh. Acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared. True.
That is absolutely, well, actually, I try to fool you, but the way that I worded it is true. It's really up to 22 miles per hour, but it's up to 50, which means if it falls up to 50, it can also fall up to 22.
True.
It can't fall up to 50, but it can to 22. I should have done it lower in the number, not above it.
There you go.
I messed myself up on that one. 8 for 9. Question number 10, Ben. For you to go 9 for 10. The human appendix.
Human appendix.
Do you still have an appendix?
I do.
Okay, me too. So we can go out and eat grass, I guess. That's what the appendix does. Right? It breaks down like grass and shells and all that.
No.
That the appendix does? No. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
What does the appendix do?
Nobody really knows.
What is it that we have that breaks down grass like it's supposedly was there from where we were like monkeys eating twigs?
Have you been drinking?
No.
I don't.
All right, anyway, the human appendix may serve as a storage facility for beneficial gut bacteria. Like a storage unit.
I mean, I don't think it's really kind of useless. I mean, it may. So, I mean, if they don't really know for sure, then I guess that would technically be true, but I really don't think that they know. That's a hard question to answer.
I'm giving you credit for it. It is true. At least they believe that it does store helpful gut bacteria. 9 for 10, but a chance to go 10 for 10, Ben. You've got a variety of topics to talk about. Elevators and hair color and eating late at night and ballpoint pens and brain energy and butterflies and teeth and video games and rain and the appendix.
Okay.
You better hurry because we only have 20 seconds.
Rain. A cumulus cloud can weigh over 1 million pounds.
True.
That is true.
I don't even have to verify it because I believe you. You're 10 for 10, which makes you 156 for 177,
There
Ben.
you go.
10 o'clock in the morning, top hour news. Coming up next on the Joe Show and Kentucky Sports Radio's right around the corner. Ben, appreciate you being on.
All right.